And hello, everybody. Hope you're doing well. This is the QUESO Cup Fall Split North and Central America Day 5. And here is our match order on the day. Boss versus YoSoyRick. Going to be a great one. I see a lot of you are here to see this one. Qasim versus Sergio Ramos. Trainer Corius versus Boss. Magma and Airsurfer. DiegoE versus Betfas, Haciel, and Flash. Anaban versus Pompeo. And on the right-hand side, we get into our second round of matchups. And we're wasting no more time. First match going. Hi, I'm Rich Slate. Let's jump right into it. The one a lot of you are really here to see. YoSoyRick versus Boss. Let's go. Boss is in the LCQ, the last chance qualifier for CRL, which will be at the end of October. I know a lot of his fans rooting for him here. And again, of course, rooting for him on the last chance qualifier as well. And minor wall breakers with Valk for Boss. I've been running the night version myself lately, mostly because there's not as much Royal Hogs in mid-ladder right now. YoSoyRick going with Hog 6-man. So very interesting, though, that you understand why the Valk version is popular. It does free up Knight elsewhere, and of course, Valk plus Bomb Tower, nice if you're expecting pigs, and so far a good start for Boss, who is really going to need a good day today and a good day on Friday to hope to qualify to make the top 6 in this group. And guys, we'll be getting predictions. I don't know if we're going to get... Oh, we do have a prediction up if you're on Twitch here for Boss versus Rick. That one's up on Twitch right now for those of you watching there. And of course on YouTube, do your thing. Kingdom Soldier, hey, how are you? Good to see you here in the chat. And so far it's been all Boss, despite YoSoyRick putting the dual lane pressure here. Lots of splash for the American, and of course the Bomb Tower to control, although this flying machine is going to be the real question. No big spell in the hand of Boss. Last card should be Tornado. And so the question becomes, how does he handle that flying machine as time goes on? Going to have to go with non-ideal answers a lot of the time through here. Surgical Wizard in the Twitch chat saying, I say Boss will win. As the Bomb Tower comes down for the Piggies, Poison in there as well, and King Tower activation will get in for Boss, but has to respond quickly to this flying machine as well. So far, seeing a lot of cheers for Boss, not so many for YoSoyRick in either chat. My guess is maybe there's some more of that over in Revel's stream. 12:58 to 14:71 as we go into sudden death overtime. YoSoyRick, certainly a popular content creator. A lot of people in English might not watch him, but very big in the Spanish-speaking community. Boss, of course, as we often say, still looking for that truly signature moment. Has made, I think, top 5 is his best finish on ladder. In my book, if he makes CRL World Finals, that would be one of those crowning achievements for his career. You gotta win 2, though. That's all it is, 2 best of 3s, and of course we'll talk about some of the, I'm sure people will ask about it later, the prize pool for the LCQ. A little bit of Twitter drama over that today. Final minute, triple elixir about to start flowing, and so far pretty tight. Boss staying ahead, but Rick slowly creeping back in this one. A lot of that is because of the poison. It's really going to only take Rick 1 or 2 more minor catches, and he can poison this thing out. Boss doing a very good job of controlling the flying machine. That's the real menace here. Cage should be there for the wall breakers, and it is. And this might be no. The pigs come in beforehand, so good job controlling the Magic Archer. This is going to be dangerous here for Boss. That Flying Machine's going to get across the bridge very, very healthy. Bomb Tower in trouble. Miner gets picked up, so Miner not on tower. And Flying Machine might get on tower here for YoSoyRick. No, but the Magic Archer able to pick it up still. Look at this damage. The Flying Machine's still alive. This is brutal. This is absolutely brutal for Boss. It's a rough matchup in the first place, especially once you get in the triple. And right now, it feels like despite playing a great game, and that's going to be it. Despite playing a really great game, Boss going to take the L here in the end. YoSoyRick going to come out on top for game number 1. GG, well played. And that's a rough one for Boss. And yeah, I see a lot of people talking about enjoying Boss's YouTube content. He's a great teacher on YouTube, and I certainly would agree. Or on Twitch primarily, right? Let's see. Betfas will win. Queso, says Adrian. 100%. You're of all the players who are in the Queso Cup, you're gonna say 100% that Betfas is gonna win that one. That seems like a problem. Guys, I'll eat your cookies if you don't eat egg. I don't even know. There must be some sort of turn of phrase that does not translate very well over to the English side. Let's see. Taking a look at some of the chat here on Twitch. Oh, just a what's up, Rick? That's very, very nice. So, guys, game number 1 did go to Rick, and that was just, you saw, I told you guys the Flying Machine was going to be a problem, and the Flying Machine most certainly was in the end. Ooh, I got a little piece of hair sticking up back here. Do you guys see that? That little piece of hair that I missed? You know, sometimes you assume that the headset's going to take care of all of it, but it doesn't always. Cannot wait to get my haircut soon. Mercy saying, when is the first match? We're in it. We just finished game number 1 of our first match, so we'll be seeing game 2 here in just a couple of moments. Timothy J. Whartonby, what's going on, brother? What's up, Timothy? Good to see you again. Welcome back. Rich, are you rich? I do fine. My family is well taken care of. Chuckwagon saying my hair's still beautiful. Yeah, it's this cowlick. That's why I can't wait for a haircut. This cowlick is brutal. I had to do my streams outdoors so that my hair doesn't appear red. It's a big problem with the inside. But yeah, this cowlick is just killing me. Look at that thing. It won't stop. It won't stop curling. So this is gonna get like just completely cut off here very, very soon. Very soon indeed. Lightning Leaker saying 11 p.m. in Europe right now, but CR is more important than school. And you know what? I support you, even though I think that you're probably wrong. I support your bad choices, and that's the thing. I won't tell you your choices are good, but I'll support you in the bad ones. So still waiting for game number 2 here. And here we go. Game number 2 starting. Qasim versus Sergio is going to be delayed a bit because Qasim is still working. So Magma and Airsurfer will be the next match, and that's a little good note there for mods over on Twitch. Magma versus Airsurfer will be after this one. Who's world's best CR player? Well, it kind of feels like it's Mohamed Light right now. Of course, Lucas going to make a run at that one. But we have a lot of runway to go until World Finals. But Mo having a pretty great year. King Tower activation there for YoSoyRick, and game number 2 does not start off well for Boss, who really does need to he needs to have a great day today and a great day on Friday. Might have to win out if he is going to have any hope of qualifying for the next stage here at the Queso Cup. And just chilling out, saying, hey, Rich, you know who's streaming the European region for the Queso Cup? EB7 taking a bit of a break, so I believe that's going to be for the regionals. That should be Cashman. I am planning on streaming the regional finals, which will be this upcoming weekend. I'll be streaming the European and the LATAM regional finals. So the exact opposite regions from what I've been streaming throughout this regular season. So Rick playing this fairly patiently. And just as I say that, as an interesting defensive freeze, might have been his only option. But this should result in some pretty significant damage here for Boss, and it does. That's massive. That is absolutely huge. What an interesting defensive freeze choice. I really disagree with that a lot. You spent 5 elixir there, or 4 elixir there, just to slow down that push and not really get anything down that would help. You were behind on elixir. And that completely changes the tenor of this matchup. already Loon, Inferno Dragon, and Snowball. I mean, Ewiz, Inferno Dragon, and Snowball were going to make it tough for the Balloon when Rick finally did play it. But, man, losing nearly 2,000 HP on your tower before double Elixir going to make things a whole lot worse. Nice defensive poison out of Boss here, and the Bandit does get picked up by the Bowler, so keeping alive for now is YoSoyRick, but that is just for now. Pretty big push, though, does come in with the Balloon finally, and Ram Rider does get frozen, but the Ewiz comes down, and this should be enough to prevent the Balloon from connecting, and it does. And now this again builds up to a pretty significant counter push. No defensive freeze available. Bowler's going to do enough to stop the actual connection, but going to get burned down, and this should be a nice little positive Elixir situation for Boss. He might just choose to eat this. I'm surprised he didn't choose to eat the Baby Dragon and go for the Elixir advantage. But instead, he stops the damage entirely, maybe just concerned about one Balloon sneaking on through. Very possible as a thing that can happen later on in the game. We are still with a minute 40 remaining and a full Lumberloon send on the right-hand side. Ram Rider plus Bandit working here. Snowball pushes the Loon back. And the Ram Rider will keep this, and he has to spend, Boss goes and spends the Ewiz too to ensure that there's no connection, but now does have a nice counter push in the right-hand lane. So Boss now putting real damage on both sides, and that Ewiz Ram Rider doing a whole lot here. And now the right-hand side is the worst lane as the Ram Rider sneaks right past, and the NATO getting used. Not a good sign against Ram Rider. And again, you're going to see now just the +2 Elixir advantage for Boss as we go into triple in a couple of moments here. This is where it gets scary. This is where one mistake against this deck can change anything. You would love to have this game won by here. And Boss going with the Snowball cycle. Really, I guess he figured he had his Ram Rider and his Ewiz and had enough, but that's kind of back to Snowball already. Wow, that's triple Elixir. You know, I look at that Snowball being second on the right-hand side and go, oh boy, that's aggressive, but Boss here knows how this deck plays in triple. Freeze on offense here from Rick, and does control the Inferno Dragon, and the Bar Barrel for Boss does not touch, so 313 remains on that right-hand tower. Final 30 seconds as Boss puts pressure into the left-hand lane. Lumberjack to pick up. We're going to probably see the Loon go to the left-hand side now behind that Lumberjack, and there you go. Loon does come in. Freeze will be available, and this could be a really nasty freeze if he times it right. That freeze might be a half step early. Inferno Dragon trying to stop this, but it does connect. One big connection. Does it get a second connection? And it doesn't get a second connection. That was nearly dangerous. The freeze may be a half step early from YoSoyRick, and that's going to be a GG well played. We're going to game number 3. Well, hello, everybody. That was the kind of game that you'll have to cast there at the end. You know, it's one of those ones where Boss was playing it on a razor's edge, and you saw the connection actually go through with the Balloon for Rick there. That triple Elixir is when, no matter how far ahead your lead really is, triple Elixir is when that deck gets really, I just realized that my table's high by about 1.5 inches, and boom, there we go. Oh, and now I'm framed a whole lot better. Man, that was a whole lot of fun, and again, that razor's edge, maybe about a half-inch low now. Come on, table. Come on, table. Oh, there we go. Nice. That was a great game, says Ryan Newton. He's absolutely right. It was a great game, and I really enjoyed seeing the way that Boss was able to cycle back around to the second Snowball on defense in the final minute, and of course the excitement of Bowler Loon freeze at the end. Man, how many times have you gotten caught there at the end by that? You're ahead the whole game against Bowler Loon freeze or against Lumberloon in general, but especially a freeze variation. And you're like, this is great, I'm defending perfectly. And then in triple Elixir, you make one slip up and then the whole thing blows up in your face. No fun indeed. GG, well played. Why do people use Baby Dragon instead of E-Drag in Lumberloon, says Mercy. For a couple of reasons. Number one is that E-Drag is 5 Elixir and Baby Dragon's 4. That's the first big one, because E-Dragon now slows your cycle down a whole lot. Number 2 reason is that Baby Dragon is actually splash damage, while E-Drag is just the stun damage. And when you have NATO, like, it's a big part of that deck is that you have the NATO and the Bowler and the Baby Dragon all together, right? You can NATO that together, boom, 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 go ahead and smash that stuff down. So those are a couple of the main reasons. Baby Dragon's also tankier than the E-Drag. E-Drag can be lightninged off, I believe, right? And Baby Dragon cannot. So, wait, E-Drag is 4 Elixir? Did it get buffed from 5? I don't play E-Dragon. I thought E-Dragon was 5 Elixir. Okay. Well, if E-Dragon is 4 Elixir, then I have no idea why from the Elixir standpoint, but Baby Dragon's better for the splash damage. I don't think E-Drag is better in that deck, but it's also he might be using E-Drag, saving E-Drag for a different deck. So there you go. I thought that E-Drag was 5. That shows you the last time that I played Electro Dragon. Yeah, Madi's saying E-Drag was 5 last time I checked, right? So there you go. I'm not the only person who was like, yeah, it's still 5. I don't know who said it's 4. Little Nimbus. See, Little Nimbus mod saying it's 4. Everyone's saying 5. Someone out there saying 4 and trying to trip me up. I knew I was right. My word. Tojo Bell saying, I think Boss can qualify for finals even though he's somewhere on 40th place in CRL standings. Yes, in the last chance qualifier. He has to win 2 games in a row, and then he qualifies for last chance qualifier. It was not Lightning Leaker who said it was 4 Elixir. It was my mod who said it's 4 Elixir. Someone on the YouTube side, I'll show you guys. Someone on the YouTube side said they are both 4 Elixir. There you go. Little Nimbus said it. And he tripped me up, and I was on a roll, feeling good. So it is definitely 5. I don't know why you would do that. But here we go. And Sam with the best. It's 3. It's 3. And Lil Nimbus says, I was thinking of Inferno Drag. That's my bad. Well, you ruined the entire... I was making a great breakdown of why Baby Dragon over E-Drag, and you ruined it right there. Oh, nicely controlled there by Rick. The first E-Wiz got blown up with the Goblin Giant picking up the aggro. Second one, E-Drag connects with multiple targets. Yeah, but only 3 targets, not a full-on splash. And also, Baby Dragon is tankier than E-Drag. So there you go. But the 5 Elixir, I think, is the biggest thing, is the cycle. E-Drag just isn't that great. So not super shocked to see Sparky out of Boss, and maybe not Rick either with the E-Wiz, Electro Spirit, and Skeletons. Although, assuming this is Royal Giant, that thing's going to get shredded if he can't control it. And Boss just going full in. Dropping 10 at the bridge and raging it up. And maybe thinking that Rick was, from a cycle perspective, trying to prepare for Sparky. And that is a dirty, dirty, dirty amount of damage there. And that's pretty much tower down, 304 on the left-hand side. Keep in mind, there is no direct damage spell beyond the zap for Boss. So he has to really win this one out. And right now, that Royal Giant going to do a lot of damage on the right-hand side here, although Fisherman not doing much to help. Dark Prince trying to stop on that right-hand lane, 1264 remaining. Boss might have taken a big lead here, but this deck does have that big weakness of not being able to get on tower as effectively as other decks a lot of the time. And Rick able to shut that one down, so 1264 to 304. Mother Witch doing some good work on the right-hand side, though, as RG comes in right at the bridge. Fisherman to pull the Dark Prince away. Mini P.E.K.K.A right behind the Dark Prince. And decently defended by Boss, but it feels like momentum now is shifting towards YoSoyRick. Good fireball. Does not get the damage on tower, but notice how in the last minute or so it's been all YoSoyRick for damage. And now when the Sparky goes down to the right, immediately Rick pressures on the left-hand side with the RG. This is the right play to make here. This is absolutely the right play to make here, and this is a really dangerous play for Boss to try to survive. Dark Prince comes down to defend against the left-hand lane, and E-Wiz nicely done. Pretty easy defense here by Rick. And now Boss in a ton of trouble. Really needed that big super send push to take the tower, and it didn't. And now in a world of trouble is the American. RG at the bridge. Mini P.E.K.K.A not going to be able enough to stop it here. And he said, ooh, but the zap does save it from one more shot. But just like that, 584, 564 left-hand side. Fireball log is going to give a big advantage to YoSoyRick. He just needs to get one more decent hit here, and he can actually just straight up do some fireball log cycle. Fishboy does not go to the Sparky. This time it does. Pig's running on through on the right-hand lane, though. Mother Witch very much alive. And the Dark Prince sets up on the right-hand side for the defense. Has to control the E-Wiz on the left-hand side. Does Boss as well. Goblin Giant tries to pull the E-Wiz, and that does not work. Zap, and look at that. Fisherman comes in and ruins that mini P.E.K.K.A., and that's a GG well played. Despite getting that left-hand tower down to about 300 HP early on in the game, could not break through a second time, needed that to work, and YoSoyRick takes the match win over Boss. That's the danger in this in this deck. And Yushao fans saying this is the classic Boss Sparky gameplay. This is how he plays it. But it's one of those things where if you don't get that tower down and your opponent gets that defense locked in, it's going to be really, really hard for you to break through a second time with that same trick. And wasn't able to do it. Boss just simply wasn't able to make it happen a second time. So unfortunate loss there for the Boss man. And we'll see standings eventually, but that's going to make it pretty near impossible for him to break through to our next round. So we'll keep an eye on that, of course, as it comes in. Tony's saying, "Hi, Rich. Didn't know you have red hair. I don't have red hair." I don't know what's more annoying, the red hair stuff or my eye or my eyes. Let's see. Should have had a spell. The deck doesn't run one. Let's see. Yeah, no big spell lost in that game. Yeah, just there's no big spell in that deck. That's the big problem. Oh, whoa, what? Did Rick repeat E-Spirit? Hold on. One second. I'm asking the League Ops right now. Ooh, boy. How many qualify for the next round? Great question there, KH. This is a really great question. The top 6 out of the 14 players you see here qualify for the next round. And yes, they're reviewing the decks right now. And it looks like Boss does get the win because Rick repeated a card. So there you go. Well, congratulations, Boss fans. Boss taking the dub here on the DQ for Rick repeating a card. And let's see. BVSS saying, "Hi, Rich. It's past 2:40 a.m. already here in India. Still want to watch a few more matches before I sleep." Well, glad to have you here. And oh my gosh, says Emil. Yeah, a lot of people are like, just wow, dang, what? LMAO. Why would you do that? Don't repeat a card. Don't repeat a card. Don't repeat a card. Bet Rick wants pre-submitted decks now, huh? Yeah. Emil saying we'll take it. Yeah, that was a that was rough. And Mahdi saying good thing I didn't pay the prediction earlier. Yes, that's a good point. And of course, next up, by the way, is going to be Magma versus Airsurfer for the predictions. That's crazy. Let's see. This incident has become repetitive. Well, it's not usually repetitive amongst players who take it seriously. You know what I mean? But it is what it is. Aquasan, looking forward to watching Anaban and Pompeo. Is that today? That's not in this region, though. That's in the LATAM region. So, wait. No, it should be in this region. But that's not today. Yeah. Oh, it is here. I keep forgetting that it's NACA and not... yeah, there we go. Anaban Pompeo will be later today. That'll be a whole lot of fun. Ooh, Anaban Pompeo. I might have to clip that one and put it on the YouTube channel as its own video. You know what I mean? Logbait saying, Boss predicted that and just lost on purpose. Yeah. Jimmy asking, where are you from? I am from California originally, and now I live in Austin, Texas. Here we go. Match number 2 on the day. Airsurfer versus Magma. USA versus USA. And the longtime Clash Royale pro Airsurfer looking like it's going to be... Oh, interesting. With the E-Spirit. I was going to say minor wall breakers, but we'll see what he's doing with the E-Spirit. Maybe going Loon here for Airsurfer, or just some sort of minor control deck. We'll see. And Pig's Mortar for Magma. Most likely we'll see Mortar here. It's my guess when you see Cannon Cart and Pigs together. Magma has long been, this is an interesting matchup here between Airsurfer, who's long been one of the best players in the world and one of the best representatives for America. Was an Expo king back in 2017 to 2018, and then, of course, expanded that as a competitive player throughout his many years in CRL, starting with TSM and then on to Complexity for 2 seasons, and finally with Misfits in 2020. On the other side of it, Magma's always been good. He's always been one of the better players in America, has represented his country a couple of times in international competition. But another one of those guys who's seeking that big moment, that big breakthrough to the next level. So it might just be a minor control deck, triple spell out of Airsurfer. We'll see if that last card is a poison. And, you know, if there's someone who's going to play minor poison this week, it's going to be Airsurfer. Certainly we've seen him play variations on minor cycle, minor rocket cycle, of course. We saw a little bit in previous CRL competitions, or in previous tournaments, at least. Delivery fits in some triple spell decks. Really, the knockback made Delivery so OP, and there was a time when Delivery Goblin Cage together was basically an absolute shutdown defensive combination. Now, Delivery seems to be in a much better spot. You can see it being run on both sides. Delivery is at a pretty healthy use rate, I would say, especially in dual mode. Airsurfer going behind the mortar, hoping maybe he can get it down and then turning it one shot on tower, and he does get that one shot. 1996 on the right-hand side. And Miner going to that. Look at the Miner placement here from Airsurfer. Magma tries to predict and pick up the Miner with the Knight. Doesn't get it. Airsurfer is one of those guys who is really nasty with Miner. But right now it is Magma with the lead. 1758 is the number on the top left-hand corner. Mortar does connect on that left-hand side. And Magma just chipping away here. Not getting any big blows, but getting enough so far. Spears do not pick up the Miner on this one, and that's going to be enough for Airsurfer to take the lead here by the slimmest of margins. Or not the slimmest, but by a very slim margin. As we go into the final minute, triple elixir, and this is where things get real dicey for Airsurfer. As you can see, it's so hard for him to do any real stopping of that set of pigs. He has to control the mortar and the pigs, and doing both of those at once is very difficult because you kind of want to use the Tesla in both ways. And look at this, right? The Tesla high to try to get on the mortar. It doesn't. The pigs get on through, and now that mortar is a real danger as it's protected by the cannon carts as well. Knight plus cannon cart right-hand side. Delivery does come down, stops the cannon cart outside of range, but again, back to mortar one more time. Magma doing a great job cycling, and a mortar shot comes in. You cannot afford that mortar shot right now. 10:54 onto Airsurfer's top right-hand tower. Fireball, Magma, very mature choice here to go for the defense rather than the tower, but does that maturity end up selling him out as 772 remains on the right-hand side due to the really brilliant play here by Airsurfer. And this actually might have hurt him too much. That going for the troops rather than the tower might have actually been what loses the game for Magma, although that Miner makes enough room here. GG, well played. Airsurfer with an absolute beast. Absolute beast. GG, well played. Game number 1 going to Airsurfer. As the Tesla everyone's talking about, the Tesla that he played at the bridge for the mortar that got picked up by the piggies, is that the one we're talking about? He tried to get the mortar, and then it was nice piggies, like it was like mortar piggies from Magma, which was very nice. How did Airsurfer win that? Well, he's Airsurfer. That's the real answer to that question. To anybody who's asking. Martin Grelin gonna say, it's late here, but I'm gonna watch maybe 3 more matches before I go. I like having you here. I didn't see what, because I was in a match. What did I not see? Oh, Boss here in the chat. Let's go take a look. Boss says, I need right away too, because the main reason I used Sparky was because E-Spirit was already used since it was so good against Sparky. Great call. There you go. So Boss with a really great note coming in here. Picked the Sparky because he knew E-Spirit shouldn't have been used anymore. So, you know, we didn't see a bunch of emotes out of Boss. But well played, Boss. Keep on winning, buddy. And, you know, there's 2 very important victories for you at the end of October. People are still asking, how does Airsurfer win that matchup? I don't know. Airsurfer's madness. Airsurfer's absolute madness. By the way, no matter where you're watching, guys, we are on both YouTube and Twitch. So no matter where you're joining us, thanks for joining. Whatever your preferred platform is, it's available. What if both repeated in the card on the 3rd match and Rick wins it? I think he'd still replay the match. But I'm not entirely sure what the ruling is there. What was Airsurfer's last card? Not entirely sure. I didn't see it. How long is this stream going to last? Probably about 2.5 more hours. Give or take. Espanol, please. Check the description. The link is in the description. The link is down below. And my stream deck still doesn't work, because no matter how many times I've gone back and forth with Elgato, my stream deck continues to not function. So thanks, Elgato. This should be the Espanol link. Angelina Carney saying, I am too OP for this. Well, congratulations. Not everyone is, but you are. Hey, Under Fire Media. Found this channel from Crime. Wow, old school. Well, happy to have you here. I hope you're a Clash Royale fan and not just a Crime fan, but Crime was pretty fun too. Here we go, guys. Up into our, back into game number 2. Yes, I am reading YouTube comments, guys. In fact, if you're paying attention on the top left-hand corner of the screen, the comment I'm responding to shows up on screen. So that's, I am both on YouTube and Twitch. I'm reading comments from both sides. I'm trying to read the one that I put up on screen so that we can all go, we can all kind of join together from either place. Goblin Barrel to the left-hand side. Double bait for Magma in this one. Knowing logs out of cycle. And it was Rocket, we can see on the screen now. So this was minor Rocket cycle. And Airsurfer just knew he couldn't overcommit with the Rocket. Rocket also not great there against the Piggies, obviously. Unless you get a perfect placement. But very hard to get Rocket right against Pigs. You can when they come at the bridge. But now we understand why we didn't see it throughout that game. But Log being out, Magma going double bait. Also, Log and Delivery both being out, so Magma goes double bait. That's actually a really great call out of Magma. And you talk about analysis choices, and this is a really good one. Yeah, this is going to be... I'm curious to see how Airsurfer wins this one now. Because he's going to take damage from that Goblin Barrel nearly every time. Skeleton Barrel's going to be annoying as well. This is going to be real challenging for him. Greg Hobbs asking, is this a Clash stream or a Cheesy Sunglasses stream? The answer is yes. Skeleton's in the middle to control, but that's going to... Ooh, the nice Goblin Barrel here out of Magma. I think that might be a overspend and a lot of damage, though. Log does come out to try to mitigate the results here, but blood already spilled. 11:03, and the Flying Machine gets on tower, too. Magma getting overrun right now. Maybe going a little bit too hard, feeling he had the advantage. And now just full sending. That's an easy choice for Airsurfer there. Heal Spirit as well for the Skeleton Barrel. And Magma, I mean, I'm curious, chat, both on YouTube and on Twitch. Is this this matchup for Magma the way I thought, with all the trouble for responding to bait? And is he just overextending himself, or is this matchup for Airsurfer and I had it wrong? And Body saying that this is level 9. This is tournament standard body. And look at that. Flying Machine gets on tower. GG, well played. And oh boy. Very curious. Yeah, Magma has matchups as Logbait GG. Well, if your name is Logbait GG, I would say that you probably know who has matchup. Body, level 9 is tournament standard. So these guys both are top-tier ladder and competitive players, but whenever you play a tournament, a competitive match, it's played at tournament standard, which is level 9. So all the cards in King Towers are level 9 in CRL, in QUESO Cup, in any competitive match. And Airsurfer is I believe he qualified for CRL World Finals this year. So yeah, these two are top-tier competitive pros who've both done very well in Clash Royale. So just so you know, yep, it's supposed to be level 9. That's how it works. Claudio Jenkins saying 65-35 Magma. Russian BMX crew saying 50-50 matchup, Logbelly has outplay potential. So most people saying that the matchup goes for Magma, but the Airsurfer gets the had the outplay. Next up is going to be Trainer Corius versus Boss. So you can look at the schedule right here. Let's go to that for a moment. Trainer Corius versus Boss is going to be our next matchup for this one. So for those of you who are doing predictions over on Twitch, there you go. GG Airsurfer OP in the chat. Yep, very true. Hugo saying 6-man, no big spell for Flying Machine. Yeah, that's interesting. Didn't they skip that, says Madi. No, I believe they're telling me in chat that Trainer Corius versus Boss is going to be next, I believe. But let me ask. Flash is having some issues today, so he won't be able to play. His matches will be off stream. So, as a note here, all the Flash matches, which is supposed to be Flash versus Haciel, and let's see, what else do we have for Flash today? That might have, I think that might have been the only Flash match we had planned for the day. But Flash's matches for the day will be taking place later because of connection issues. So there we go. We should have I believe the next one's going to be the Trader Corius versus Boss matchup. And let's take a look. Here we go. Let's jump on in. Danny Trans, I haven't been to the stream in a while. Those sunglasses at the back look dope. Yeah, they're pretty fire. I need to get some new. I need to reach out to Gooder and get some new ones in the mix, please. Hold on. Let me go ahead and Espanol, please. And I've already, if there's a mod who can help him out here. But there you go. Interesting. So Trainer Corius looking like Lava Miner with barbs, which I don't know if I like the barbs choice in Lava Miner anymore. I really think that the best barbs, the best Lava Miner variant right now is with guards by a lot. And we'll see if, in fact, Boss is running Fireball. With this Pigs deck, those barbs are going to be kind of useless. And here we go. Boss just goes full send and gets Piggies plus Flying Machine on tower. Fireball in on the Skeleton Dragons. Bye-bye. I know you're trying to do Fireball bait here with both the barbs and the Skeleton Dragons, but it's not the look. It's just not the look. Guards survive that, right? If you have guards in there, which I think are much better in this deck right now, they survive that Fireball off of the shields and still continue working against those Piggies. This is one of the things about, you talk about differences in levels, right? And some people, maybe Trainer Coreas is saving his guards for a different deck, although I doubt it. It's Lava Loon Miner, says Tesfaye Worku. Yeah, but it's with barbs. It's one of those ones where I don't think it's saving guards for something else. And the keeping up with how the meta shifts, and some players just get locked in and they go, well, this is the deck that I know and I know how to play it. And it's just not it. Fireball going to get some decent value here. I know just goes straight for the Skelly Drags, not for the tower or the barbs at all, but still, tons in. Inferno Dragon trying to work on defense here, but we're going to be a bit of a lost cause. But we are going to get a nice counter push here with a fully healthy Lava Hound, and a fully healthy Inferno Dragon. And Boss does Fireball there at the end. And just barely misses the Skeleton Dragons, but the Zappies are in. Do they do enough? And they will do just enough. Not going to be enough room here for Trainer Corias to get on tower. And that's a GG well played. And a very nice selection here by Boss, and just a weird one for Trainer Corias. Danny Tran saying, it's weird how Royal Hogs got popular even after the Bomb Tower buff. Yeah, but Royal Hogs got buffed, and Royal Hogs are kind of OP right now. So there you go. Let's see. Reading for Betfas says Ramanaram. One Heisenberg saying guards are bad in this meta. Everyone has arrows, but it's dual mode, right? So you can't run arrows more than all the time, and not everyone has arrows. I mean, like, you can even look at the use rates. It's not as crazy as you think. But whatchamacallit? But what was I gonna say? The arrows, like, arrows aren't that common, and guards are still solid, right? And also guards for arrows is a 3-for-3 trade, whereas fireball for barbs is a +1 is a -1 trade. I've given this guy's asked for the Espanol multiple times, and I've actually given it to him. So if someone can help him, this is my last time giving it to him. But there you go. I've given this guy the Espanol. An Espanol! Check the chat and the description. I want to go back and see what... oh, yeah, I don't know what people are typing in other languages. Yeah, Royal Hog's got a significant buff, and Bomb Tower's not OP, that's for sure. People have arrows because guards are good, says Jonathan Lewis. Yeah. Morton ranked guards as high on his tier list. They are definitely valuable. Yeah, I mean, if Morton's saying they're high on tier list. Look, guards are good right now. I actually, on my mini account, I run the old school Royal Giant Furnace deck from, like, 2019. And I switched it from Lumberjack to guards because guards are a clearly better option than Lumberjack right now. 1 elixir less, and the way they hit hard right now is pretty nasty. So, yeah, I'm a fan of guards right now. Salty saying, love your videos on YouTube. Yeah, I'm going to take the name back off, but thank you, Salty. When will Mohammed Light play? Mohammed Light will be playing in the EMEA region, which is not this region. So you'll see Mohammed Light tomorrow, and then again Saturday, I believe. Joy saying, after the poison buff, we thought it'd be a repetition of the 2018 meta, poison everywhere, but it's not, so I wonder why. I don't think this poison is as strong as the previous one, in particular because the poison slow does not slow down attack speed, it only slows down movement speed, which is absolutely huge. Regional finals will be this weekend, Saturday and Sunday. Seven saying I got ignored. Yeah, Seven, you put an inappropriate thing in the chat, so there you go. This is a family-friendly stream, brother. Good fireball there on the Magic Archer. And a nice little King Tower activation for Boss. Boss has to be careful about when and how he uses his spears. But of course, you see Mother Witch out of cycle, so goes ahead and plays it and forces the log out. All right, that wasn't even really about getting damage. If he got some damage, which he did, fine. But that was more about forcing log out of cycle here. I'm a bit surprised here that he's cycling Magic Archer behind Tower. But I guess recognizing that Fireball wasn't in cycle, so goes ahead and takes the opportunity. Wall breakers on the right-hand side. Let's see how Boss chooses to control the Mega Knight, plus a Flying Machine here. Goes Miner behind the Mega Knight, Ram Rider in. Does he go Bomb Tower? Yes, he does. Goes Bomb Tower low here. And the defensive Wall breakers. They'll be enough to stop a few shots here, but still two going to get in from the Flying Machine. 1788 to 1884. $16.66 on the right-hand lane. Keep in mind that there's no building here for Trainer Corius, and he's choosing to really full send. Trainer Corius believing he's not going to give that tower up and choosing to go hard on the left-hand lane and eat the damage. He might be right, but that's a big gamble to make. And goes E-Barb. So Trainer Corius trying to tower trade here if he can. He might get it done. E-Barb gets in. NATO pulls back, and Boss going to stunt. Does he stop it? And no! Trainer Corius gets the tower down just in time. So the gamble pays off for Corius. And Boss now going to be in a really tough spot. This is much easier to defend for Corius than what he was playing against the other way, and I don't think Corius is going to give up the same amount of damage as he did. Although maybe he'll do it again. Maybe that's the kind of player he is. That's a nicely timed miner out of Boss to prevent the leap from the Mega Knight. That was really, really well played there. Fireball into the Magic Archer, leap on in. Flying Machine. Man, if there's one card in the meta right now that is just like, it's almost, I wouldn't call it meta defining, but in duels, right? So I'm a big fan of duels overall. I talk about it quite often. Flying Machine is maybe the card that abuses duel mode more than any other card. I'm curious about people's opinions here, especially pros. Maybe I'll get Boss's opinion after this match is over, but he has to win this one first or get through this one before he jumps back into the chat. But to me, Flying Machine is one of the cards that abuses duel mode more than anything, because it's so often that you just don't have an answer for it, and this is going to be interesting. And, oh, just gets down in time. Wall breakers, look at that. They're sniffing the tower. They're rubbing their bombs against the walls there. But we are going to a game number 3. And we'll see if Coreas does go piggies in the third and final. Wall breakers, overrated or underrated? I say rated. I say rated right now. Yeah, that's a GG right there. Let's see. A lot of people rooting for Boss here in the chat. Well, we have one more. And we'll see how it goes, of course. Ashwin Ram saying Boss is going to play MK here in game number 3 because of the pigs. And that's very possible. Let's see. Nice game. That was a great game either way. It says Death Adder. Yeah, I agree. Jesus Martinez saying, thanks, Rich, but it's not live. Wait, where are we at? What channel is streaming in Spanish? Let me go ahead and see what the Espanol channel is for today. I thought it was that one. But let me go ahead and I will find out who's doing it in Spanish today. Let me see. Today in Spanish. Hold on, trying to find it for you. To see if maybe I'm just not recognizing who's doing... Oh, it's supposed to be Revel. Let me go ahead and ask who's doing Spanish today so I can get you that info. Happy to help you out. I'm going to ask right now. It might be... Oh, it's Bale. It's Bale. Okay. Let me go ahead and find Bale's... Let me go ahead and find Bale's channel for you. Give me 1 second. Oh, he's not in the list of streamers. Okay. Hold on. Oh, there we go. Madi, give me the... Thank you very much, Madi, for the OP modding. And let me go ahead and give it to you here. Boom. It's Bale. There we go. GG. Well played. Whenever someone plays Flying Machine, I hear that the tune from Mission Impossible come on. Interesting. Both log and fireball bait, too valuable in dual format. Yeah. When will Morton play? Asked someone. When Europe is on tomorrow. Look at chat, Rich. Yeah. I got it. We got Bale. I got it. Added it for the YouTubers. There you go. In fact, I'm going to go ahead and change that in the description right now. And boom, there we go. Thanks, everybody. All right, here we go. Game number 3, and Lava for Boss as opposed to Mega Knight. It's Dylan wondering when Boss is playing. I don't know if anyone can help him figure that out. And this is just like full Tower Trade City. And the not often used Minion Horde from Boss. This is fun. Are we watching Boss or back? You know what I mean? And kablam. That tower trade did not work out well for trainer Corius. And that's a brutal one here. Corius setting up for the Goblin Giant Sparky, but this is feeling a little bit rough. I am so fascinated by the... I mean, here you go, guards too. Wow, Lavaling with guards and with Minion Horde. Just want to point out, guys, Minion Horde. And minions. He's going double. He's going with the 8 minion. When's the last time you saw this variant? And of course, I'm wondering, you see no arrows, you see no fireball, right? Often, I mean, you often find that situation where arrows and fireball are both out after games 1 and 2. How much value does Minion Horde get by that point? That one didn't get much, though. But really interesting now to think about it, right? Boss making a great call, seeing the 2 best counters from Minion Horde out of hand, or out of game. Oh, but this might be too much for him to handle. Minion Horde going to try to stop this from happening, but I don't think it's going to work. Snowball comes in, GG. And this is now the 2nd game in a row that Boss has taken a huge early lead, and Trainer Corius has battled back in the late version. It's 3 and 6. I don't know why I'm saying 5. I'm saying 5 elixir, not 3. Not. In my mind, I was talking about the elixir, not the number of minions, but I was saying the number of minions out loud. Guys, you talk this much out loud, you say some wrong things. Loon to the left-hand lane. Guards are nice, especially when the bar barrel's out of cycle. Other than that, though, man, the Snowball and Hunter combo doing well for Trainer Corius here. And with just like that, he's going to put it very, very close. That was one more opportunity, one more shot to take the lead there. It doesn't happen. Yu Chao fan saying Arrows is a dead card in Boss's hand, and that might be the case here. It's almost, you almost wonder if Boss could get more value out of it by using it while opponents on the opposite side of the board to get a little bit of chip as well. Right, if he got in the Hunter, the Mega Minion, and then got some Tower. The Snowball proving to be critical for Trainer Corius in this matchup. And just stacking right now is Trainer Corius. And the Goblin Giant does get on tower, and that's going to be massive. Now Goblin Giant in the pocket, and Boss just can't stop it. Boss just can't stop it from going. And that's absolutely brutal. Trainer Corius takes the BO3, and Boss just couldn't keep stuff on the board. You understand Tombstone. You understand the idea, but man, I don't think Tombstone is back. And a rough one there for Boss in the end. So GG, well played. Boss needs to try to really recover from this point on. Juicy one saying Tombstone is back in lava, not anything else. But Boss not running the lava, the meta version. Yep. Flanker OP, just love your stream, man. Thank you very much. Yu Chao fan saying Boss should use a different card instead of minions. 100% needing more ground, especially versus Sparky. Yeah? Yeah, maybe. Maybe. You know, hindsight's 20/20 in these matchups. I understand what Boss was going for with the Minion Horde. Minion Horde plus minions feels like it was a lot. But is what it is. Is what it is. And GG's overall. Let's see. Cycling Arrows, says Chuckwagon. Not sure what that was about. Oh, I might have been talking about it. Yeah, that was just hard. That was just hard to get there. Hard to get there in the end. Hasiel playing today. Yes, Hasiel will be up pretty soon here. Oh, wait a second. So one of Hasiel's matches that was supposed to be on today is has to take place off stream because that was against Flash, because Flash cannot play today. He's gonna have to play, but he will be playing later against YoSoyRick and again against Betfas. So we'll see Hasiel, I believe, twice today. The Juicy Woman says he was probably trying to snipe a specific deck, not sure which one. Maybe Boss will stop by and give us some more insight. I'm curious if he was trying to snipe something specific. So who knows? Let's see. Tesfaye Workfu saying Tesla Tombstone's also playing Splash Yard in dual mode to save cage on the buildings. Not by anyone. I mean, the only people who are playing Tombstone in dual mode for Splash Yard right now are people who are playing old school decks in Clan Wars. No one's playing Tombstone really with Splash Yard in competitive. Where is Morton? Probably Germany is my guess. Maybe even Stuttgart specifically. Those are some pretty possibility. This is the most ridiculous comment of the day. I'm going to put it on screen for this one. Where's the ladies at, Richie boy? What do you think we're doing here? Like, what do you think this is? Like, is this a hot tub stream? Are we at the club? I think we're in my office that's decorated with toys, watching competitive Clash Royale. That's what I think we're doing. I could be wrong. Maybe there's supposed to be ladies up in this one, but I don't know. Brandon Garcia, thank you very much for the $1 super chat. I will use that dollar to make a long-distance phone call in 1997. Thank you very much. Let's see. Molite played. Oh, that version of Splash Yard in this event? Really? You think maybe it was Molite trying not to expose decks because he had CRL coming up? Not entirely sure. Very curious. See the ladies in your reflection in your sunglasses. Oh yeah, they're all over the place, huh? Let's see. Still waiting on our next matchup here, which is going to be, hold on, let me just double check that for our predictions. It's going to be Diego versus Betfas. So DiegoE versus Betfas coming up next for predictions in the Twitch chat. We can go ahead and get those ones done. Man, love your attitude. Love yours even more, Mr. Dodger. Mr. J Dodger. There you go. Who needs them when you have Clash Royale? That's right. Who needs ladies? Although I've got mine, so, you know. Good luck, bro. Do you? But predictions are going to be DiegoE versus Betfas. So I know there's no predictions on YouTube. Twitch has predictions going if you're on YouTube, though. Let me know in the chat right now. Is it going to be Betfas or is it going to be DiegoE? Betfas or DiegoE? Get your votes in. I want to see how you feel. I want to see what you think. Let's share. Let's share. I think DiegoE. I'll say that right now. I think it's going to be Diego. That's my prediction. Let's see yours. Let's see. Predictions coming in. On Twitch, Mika saying, or Mitch Anton? You know, I don't know what this is exactly, but saying Betfas is my bet. Justin Mayfield picking Diego in this one. Flanker with command Betfas. I didn't know that was a command, but well commanded for Betfas. The Juicy One saying DiegoE. From my personal experience, and I see what you did there, what Juicy One. He's better than Betfas. Just chillin' saying DiegoE, no flanks, saying Betfas. So flanker, interesting. No flanks and flanker. Look at that in the top right corner, both picking Betfas. Interesting. And Serving the Coop is picking breakfast, or beakfast. He's eating beaks. Nice. Sluggish Crow calling Diego here. Mortar down for Diego on the left-hand lane. Michanton, it's a German name, so I won't get it. Fair enough. A lot of people here betting for Betfas. And minor wall breakers with Cannon Cart. And DiegoE playing Mortar. Alpha Moriarty going Diego. Predictions are closed on Twitch. I guess Morton decided not to participate in this edition of the QUESO Cup. I have not been casting EMEA, so I've not been following the EMEA news. Results so far today, Boss taking YoSoyRick out 2-1, then losing to trainer Corius 2-1. Airsurfer with the clean sweep over Magma, and off-stream, Hasiel beating Flash 2-0. I don't know if that was a win or if that is a free win. Let me go ask. And I get that information from League Ops here in a minute. Did you see when I asked what happened to Qasim when going 1-8? Did he miss some games? I know he works 2 jobs on top of playing CR and doing school. Yeah, it must have, I mean, I guess. That's my guess. I don't know. Oh, so there you go. The results are on Flash's matches, for those of you keeping track at home. Free wins for Haciel and for Magma. Flash unable to do it. Arrows take care of the wall breakers, and Knight does pick up the cannon cart just in time. That was towing the line there for DiegoE. The longer this goes, better it gets for him. Betfas right now, though, trying to pressure as long as it's still not triple. An interesting Miner trying to protect the cannon cart and wall breakers here from Betfas. We're going to get broken down here pretty easily. That's a good cannon cart out of DiegoE, trying to keep the mortar alive to get on tower if he can. But look at that, oh wow. The cannon cart turns away from the Hunter, and the Hunter finishes things off, and then a nice log here from Betfas. Betfas just put together a really great sequence, and if he wins this game, that's a big part of it. Arrows in, though, on the spears, and the Graveyard going to go ahead and almost take the lead, not quite for DiegoE. But that was a really great defensive sequence there from Betfas. Getting the Hunter turned around. It looked like Diego was about to really run hard on that right-hand side. Snowballs and arrows should give DiegoE good opportunity to get this Graveyard work done here at the end, and now he takes the lead 11-39 to 12-91. No reason for Wallbreakers to connect the rest of this game here. So DiegoE now it's just about stopping the miners and not letting Fireball Log Cycle win out on him. Keeping it very tight right now, though, is Betfas, 10-24 to 10-51, 27 seconds left. And now you see Diego a little bit concerned, so cycling that Knight early and just making sure there's nothing on tower, but that Fireball's still going to get through. Mortar being played high. Cannon Cart gets to the Mortar. But this Graveyard's going to do a lot of damage there. Arrows behind. Miner gets picked up, and that's a GG there. Very nicely played by DiegoE. Very well done. Fireball in. Wallbreakers will not make it, though. And DiegoE takes game number 1. GG, well played. Snowball and arrows, pretty big for him, but Betfas played a darn good game there. Betfas had a really good chance. Oh, and Tesfaye Workfu making a great point here. Betfas was trying to recreate that play by Molite versus Mini Minter that I made a short on to try to bump the cannon cart out of the target range and get it on tower. Interesting. He didn't get it done, but that was a great call there, Tesfaye. Great call there. He was trying to go for that. And did Chazmac just stop by? I see someone saying Chazmac goated in the... Oh, someone saying Chazmac won a BO5 against Qasim. Oh, okay. Got it. Got it. Zach CR saying arrows are kind of broken in this matchup for Diego. I'd say that's probably right. Any more of Bag today? I believe we're going to see Bag today. Let me look at the schedule. 1 second. Let's see. Bag and Qasim are supposed to play, and that one's not happening, I believe. I could be wrong there. And Bag's supposed to play against Rick today, so should be against YoSoyRick. Zach CR saying, I liked your face for the short rear musketeer had your face on it. That was a good one. Oh, thank you very much. Yeah, new short up today, guys. or up a couple days ago on YouTube. For those of you who are trying to learn P.E.K.K.A bridge spam, I have a full-length video breaking down P.E.K.K.A bridge spam. That I made with the great Jack CR, and I made a short for it as well. So if you want the quick, like, 1-minute version with 3 of the different tips, that one has it. If you want the full-length one with Jack's explanation, that's also on YouTube right now. So whether you're watching on YouTube or on Twitch, it's there and available. Let's see. Oh, yeah, people talking about... someone asking about women who play Clash Royale. And, you know, one of the people mentioning, Nicole, used to play Giant Witch Freeze a long time ago. So... yeah, throwback call right there. Let's see. Looking at the Twitch chat here, I think it's all kind of inside baseball conversation on the Twitch chat about old fun matchups. Sluggish Crow saying Betfas makes risky plays, and they usually do not pay off. Yeah, that can be the case. Here we go, jumping into game number 2, advantage DiegoE. Might it be Bowler Loon Freeze here from Betfas? More likely than not, when you see a bowler and a lumberjack. And Diego making a good call here. Ooh, but going with the, and that's, so those of you who asked earlier why you don't play the E-Dragon version, and that's the reason why right there. Good King Tower activation for Betfas. Very, very nicely done. I don't think it's going to be too impactful. I think Diego... oh, interesting. Okay, probably going to be E-Giant. I was going to say for a second there it might be like a weird Ram Rider variant, but probably going to be with the Bomber. Probably going to be E-Giant at this point. Box of Demons, solid comment here. Risky plays are risky. More at 5. A full box of Demons. This balloon could end up proving dangerous here. And a good NATO from DiegoE to control that. Alpha Mariota says it's 12,000% E-Giant. And yeah, now, especially with the NATO. So, NATO, Inferno Dragon, Cage, and Lightning for DiegoE against this Loon. And E-Drag is basically dead. He might Lightning this. Yeah, he's going to do that every time he sees E-Drag. He's going to get that. He's going to do that every single time. That's why you run Baby Dragon in this deck as opposed to E-Drag. In my humble opinion, which is, I think, pretty right. Does he keep the Mother Witch alive? And he does. Got the NATO here, and NATO's just enough to keep it from touching, but will get death damage. And Betfas E-Drags. This one's pretty deep, and then he goes for tower damage. Yeah, we're going to see it over and over again. Juicy one with the point here. E-Drag is better on ladder, probably because you rarely run into Lightning on ladder. And Baby Dragon's better on competitive unless your opponent's already used his Lightning. So there you go. And this is a much better defensive freeze than what we saw earlier. And that's Lightning value up there at the bridge, 2094 on the right-hand side. And Betfas having trouble trying to break through it in a meaningful way. And I love the E-Giant right into the Inferno Dragon move here. Gotta wonder how many more times Betfas pulls the trigger on that E-Dragon. The problem here in this matchup now is that you want to get that E-Dragon out of your hand because it's messing with your cycle. So now you have a card that you don't want to play, but that you need to get out of the way a lot of the times. I need to NATO here, I believe. And there we go. Does hold the balloon off. Death damage not going to get there, 2096. This is a 2. Oh, never mind. That was in death damage range. I thought that was a half tile too far. But was actually there, 1897. And just like that is Betfas with the lead. The Bomber, the Lightning does not get the Lumberjack, so Dark Prince has to come out. And this time, the Electro Dragon stays on the board because of that lightning. This is actually a really nice cage out of Diego. The question is, does playing it early make him too attached, too susceptible to that balloon? Because now does not have the NATO. And NATO's away does Betfas. Loon going to connect, and it does. Oh, my word. Oh, my word. The freeze on defense has been huge, but the NATO play is the one that puts in the killing blow. And the defensive freeze gets it done. Betfas going to tie things up here. And we've talked about it, and CRL talked about it here. This is the deck that has more fun, creative plays right now than any deck in the game, it seems. Between the NATO and the freeze and trying to go for a bunch of crazy different stuff. There you go. But people commented on in the chat about how Diego lost me lightning the Inferno Dragon, the Inderno. And yeah, I mean, the E-Dragon shouldn't be, Electro Dragon shouldn't be a factor in this matchup until you play lightning and the Electro Dragon comes boom right behind it. Right? That's one of the real problems there in that matchup. Beast saying it couldn't break through, so he just ignored everything and went opposite lane. But he could, in my opinion, he could have played defense and capitalized on a couple more lightnings. So I don't know. Again, I don't know. They're both better than I am, but that's from my observer's perspective. That's what I think would have happened. Oh yeah, and Juicy One, as soon as I say that, Juicy One says the same thing. He could have get defending like he was earlier, then got 2 lightnings at the end. Boom. Look at that. Hey, has Rich Slayton learned something over the years casting Clash Royale? Maybe. Maybe just a little bit. I wish it would turn into me being good at playing the game, but there you go. Is that swag behind you still on sale? No. Nope, this is just... There is nothing on sale anymore. This is all the stuff that's behind me that I've collected over the whiles. Let's see. Taking a look at the YouTube chat here. E-Giant not thinking off the nerf, maybe. And what do I think about upper hand on CRL Worlds? I don't know what that means, Sujal, so if you could rephrase that. And no, just to answer your question, this is a family-friendly stream. So please keep it clean the best you can here. Do your best. Well, the sunglasses are on sale, right? The Juicy One coming in hot. Yes. They're all, I mean, I don't sell them, but they are sometimes sponsors and overall friends of the channel. Gooder. Boom. There you go. Gooder. I should probably throw the link in the chat, right? As long as I'm promoting them. Haven't done a sponsorship with them in a little while, but we'll do one soon. We'll do another one soon. I'll reach out. I mean, I'm probably more impactful than all the runners they have on their roster, right? Let's see. Just clean like pro players. Let's see. Do I think Hog needs a buff? Like Hog Rider? No. Hog Rider might be the most balanced win condition in the game. Someone might tell me a reason why I'm not right there, but Hog Rider, like any weaker, and I think Hog Rider is unusable. Any stronger, Hog Rider's OP. I think it's pretty much as like the way it should be balanced. Oh, thank you, Retro Dude. Do certainly appreciate that. You should, though, custom-made Rich Shades. Yeah, that'd be fun. That would be pretty rad. Here we go. Game number 3. All tied up. Let's go. Let's go. Zach CR saying, I've always said the entire game that Hog should be the card. The rest of the game should be balanced around. Interesting. I don't know who said I look like Mr. Beast, which is hilarious because I don't even think sort of. And Arrow's there to clean up, and wow, Betfas with a huge early aggressive push. We did join this game a little bit late here. I guess they pressed play before they were ready to switch over on the broadcast. So Jal asking who's going to win CRL Worlds in my opinion. Well, there are going to be 32 players in CRL Worlds, and it's a brutal tournament. Who do I think has the best chance of winning CRL Worlds? Right now, it feels like Lucas or Mo. But, you know, it's a lot of tournament to be played. Anyone who can say, like, who's going to actually turn out to be the victor, That's, you know, you can give people percentages, and I think that Mo and Lucas both have two of the highest chances of winning. But saying you're going to predict the winner here is, bleh. Come on. Tesfaye saying Zappy's another card that's abused in duels. I don't know. There's a fireball here. Alpha Moriarty saying if CR doesn't do pre-submitted decks, Mo will be unstoppable. And maybe, although I bet you're going to be really spending, if that's the case, there's going to be a lot of money spent on analysis and coaches. And, you know, Mo's not infallible. He had a perfect Bren Chong Cup 3. But who knows? Zach saying he thinks Lucas has no chance because the meta has shifted away from a meta that Lucas was really good in. And that's an interesting note. I don't understand. I'm going to put this comment on screen here because it started. I think all the Goblin troops should form a union and get something from King Tower. I don't know what. There's a lot to unpack there from Judgmental. Arrows still leave 2 damage, 2 shots on the board for the Flying Machine. Keep an eye on Poison here. And there you go. Oh, that's a nice Fireball to Pigs combo from DiegoE. Really, really nice one. He's just going to load up right here. Look at this. Flying Machine behind. Great push from DiegoE. Wave that one off. GG, well played. DiegoE. What a great... I wish we had replay here. What a push that was. What a push that was. DiegoE put that one together perfectly. Woo-wee. That was nice work from DiegoE. GG. All right, let's go take a look at the chat here for a minute and catch up on some comments. I'm gonna hit YouTube first, then I'm gonna hit the Twitch comments as we get ready for our next matchup. And the next matchup is going to be hold on. Let me just go ahead and double check to see what's next. What's the Queso prize pool compared to CRL? Well, CRL's prize pool is 1.6 million something dollars, and the Queso Cup prize pool is like 32,000, so pretty different. But also Queso prize pool goes to like 3 players, or like far fewer players, not 3, but far fewer. Let's see. Looking at the YouTube chat here for what to catch up. Rick versus Haciel is next. YoSoyRick versus Haciel is next for Madi over on the Twitch chat. So let's get that one going for our next set of predictions. Wait, didn't that end? Wasn't that last match over? Something weird happened? Let's see. Let me go back. I was trying to catch up some YouTube stuff. Let's see. Volk versus Ortega. Probably Volk, although War Diaz 209. Let's go. I'm excited to watch Nick, to be honest. I have a Diaz shirt. I have a Nick Diaz shirt, but you know Nate's also cool. Let's see. Hog Rider cannot break through a bomb tower even with an earthquake, so Hog is weak in the situation. It's not about. It's about the earthquake damage, and this is the biggest misnomer people think about Hog EQ. Hog EQ isn't about the Hog; it's about the EQ. EQ is the win condition essentially in that one. Let's see. The new league is given a chance to players like Mo, who would have never qualified for Worlds if this was still a team game. Well, Mo played on Kick's team in CRL East. Mo had a team in the previous CRL, and they played pretty well. They just didn't go to Worlds. You know, he didn't quite carry them. They had a good team though. I think they were like mid. I think they were mid-tier in CRL. So I wouldn't pick Mo out as an example of who this. I mean, he's capitalized on the solo format, but he was in CRL. Let's see. Alpha Moriarty says, I'll do a $50 giveaway if Igor wins it all because it's not going to happen. I agree. Let's see. I don't know what that is. Don't forget to like, subscribe. Well, thank you very much. Do you think you can be rushed in CR, or is that a phenomenon? I don't know what that means. Do you mean like people to spam the bridge and drop everything at first and then take the tower? It happens sometimes. Let's see. Valentina Shevchenko's probably going to be killer. Yep, that's absolutely right. Rich should be a commentator for quite a few games, not just CR. So Rich has that magic, does his homework, knows his history. True pro. Oh, thank you very much. Might be in the works. We'll see what happens. How much does the CRL winner get? The world champion for CRL this year gets $200,000. Second place gets $100,000. It's a great prize pool. You can find it. You can just look up CRL 2021 prize pool. But yeah, like first place is $200K, which is huge. Bob of Borg saying they already tried the Goblin Union. They put the leader in a box. So there you go. And let's see. Oh, also Rich Slayton, Rush in Clash of Clans is where your town hall level is much higher than your buildings. Oh, yeah, you could gem up. Like, you could spend a bunch and gem up and, like, level up your cards and keep your king tower really low. So, yeah, you could do that. All right, let's look at Twitch here for a second while we're waiting for our next matchup. Because I know I've just been running through the YouTube chat here. Madi saying at the beginning of Brenchong 3, someone asked EB7 about Momo, and Julesy complained about the pre-submitted decks. Eric was like, they really think they're going to do better than they already do. Turned out, yes. Maybe. Yeah. I mean, they did have a great run, and also, like, they've been doing great with pre-submitted. So it's like, you know, hey, you're still #1 in the world with pre-submitted. So there you go. But it is pretty crazy. Let's see. Isn't the new format based on ladder? What for CRL? Well, CRL format goes, you top 1,000 of ladder, go to a Swiss bracket, top 32 of that go to a round robin, top 8 of that go to monthly finals, and then at the end of 8 of those rounds, you accumulate points from each stage, and then the top 24 auto-qualify for Worlds, and then 25 through 56 go through the last chance qualifier, which is the end of October 30th and 31st. So that's how it works. Keep an eye on Morton says it's Alex down. Very excited to see how he does here. So that's how it works. Let's see. How's AB Rich doing? Slayton Jr. is doing very, very well. But yeah, that's CRL. This is the QUESO Cup, which is a totally different competition. Let's see. Sheriff asking, please show the standings. I'm not in control of what they show from the broadcast. I show me or I show what they have on screen. This is what they have on screen right now. It's just the schedule. They don't have the standings. And as soon as the standings are ready, I guess we're going back into gameplay. But if you keep an eye, as we go back into gameplay for Haciel versus Rick, keep an eye on the right-hand side of the screen. Standings, there you go. There you go. There's your standings. You got them. Standings here. Sheriff. There's your standings. Let's see. QuiffXZY just saying hello. Hello. Do I think Night Witch is dead after the rework? No, Night Witch just isn't good in Golem anymore. Night Witch is still being played in other decks, just not in Golem. Did Morton qualify for Worlds? Yes, he's like top. What was Morton's final position for Worlds? Let me go ahead and take a look here. I think it's like 6th or 8th or something. But Morton is like, it's so funny. We're talking about Morton and Ruben falling off, and they're still both ranked. They're still ranked top 10. Yeah, Ruben is so the top 10 for CRL at the end of the year is Mo Light, Lucas, Sandbox, Viper, Samuel Basoto, Ruben, Anaban, Morton, Hire, and Pandora. So Morton and Ruben both ranked in the top 8 after the course of this whole year. And oh boy. Kablam on both directions. Let's see, and this is an unpopular opinion that Sluggish Crow is saying, but it is one that, and there's gonna be some interesting things like, what's the best way to put this? The CRL's purpose is maybe different than some people think it is. But it says the smart thing by cutting out teams and putting the money into prize pools. There's a lot of like argument about teams, and there are both positives and negatives to teams. And I'll tell you right now, I've said it before and I'll say it again. If every org was like Queso or Liquid or SK, if every org really cared about the league and their players and the team a lot, that'd be one thing. But there were definitely some orgs that, didn't. So there you go. But anyway, there'll be more about that in the future. Let's see. Zach saying there's no way Haciel loses. I'm gifting a sub if he loses. Zach not realizing he's on YouTube chat and not on Twitch chat. Maybe he'll go to Twitch chat. Cannon Cart, does it connect? Oh, my word. Cannon Cart just smashing here. Haciel all over it. Piggy's down on the right-hand side. Valk going to go ahead and do what it does. And Graveyard in, Muskie in. Poison on defense, but didn't pick up the Musketeer, and that's GG. Haciel wins game number 1 fairly easily. Boss is my manager in the Twitch chat saying hi. Like, when boss, you say like boss is your manager, are you saying that like at your job, like boss is your man, like you work at Dairy Queen and boss is the manager at Dairy Queen, or like you have a singing career and boss is managing you there? Let's see. It's Brittany saying I'm in love with you. Brittany, I do appreciate it very much, and those are kind words, and it's always nice to hear, obviously. But I have to tell you, I'm married, so it's going to be an unrequited love. I love you like a friend, like a sister even, but that's all we can ever be, Brittany. It's all we can ever be, and man, I just hope that's enough for you. So, oh boy. Let's see. Zach saying there should be a community-funded prize for World Finals. The community votes on the best individual play. Winner should get like $2 grand. Would encourage some fun, exciting games. I think people will be playing more with the stakes of how much winning gives you every time. I think that people are going to go for winning more than big plays because, like every time you step up, the money. Let me go ahead and find the let's do the CRL 2021 prize pool. Let's go look at this one. I want to see the world. Somewhere I had the world finals. Let's see. Did someone use Expo in the monthly finals? In monthly finals, yeah, it was Expo Inferno Tower. That's what it was. Where's the prize pool? Okay, so the prize pool for 2021. So just for qualifying for world finals, you get 15,000. That's 17th through 32nd place. 9th through 16th place is 25,000. So that's 10K more. You get top 8, you get 35. You get top 3, you get 3 and 4, you get 70,000. Runner-up gets 100,000, and 250,000 is the number for the winner. Even more than 200K. Wow. So, yeah, that's pretty wild. But yeah, I don't think anyone's going to go and make like wild plays for a small little extra for a bonus when every level you move up is 10K more, 10K more, 35K more, 30, like, you know what I mean? You know what I mean? That's my theory on that one. All right, let's go take a look at the chat. Okay, here we go. Into our next matchup, or into game number 2 of Rick versus Haciel. Haciel with a pretty solid advantage here. Let's see. Salut à tous, says Stephanie Ngalu. Thank you very much. Not the friend zone, says Dawood. Yeah, sometimes. Or just wait to stop commentating Clash now. Oh, Rick repeated a card. Oh, well, that's it. GG. Well, Rick lost again. Rick repeated a card again. So, there you go. Rick. Alpha Moriarty saying, can you give an example of an org who didn't care much about their team? I think that if you followed CRL pretty closely, it might have been pretty. You could probably say it was pretty obvious. I'm not gonna specifically name names right now. Womp, 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 as I said. Let's see. Let's go look at the Twitch chat here for a second. Oh, Brittany, I'm so sorry that it didn't work out between us. But maybe in the next life. You know what I mean? Am I standing up? Yeah. I was tired of sitting down, so I'm standing up now. There we go. I'm not even comment on this. This is ridiculous from Rick. And Rick does it. This is like, you know, I have no problem with Rick being invited to this competition because he's a content creator. Having him being put in there, he brings a bunch of viewers. These competitions need viewers to be valuable to the people who are producing it. I have no problem with that. But with Rick in particular, this card repetition thing is today we've seen it twice, and this is not the first time we've seen it from Rick. So that's my that's where I get annoyed more than anything else. Oh wow. Moobot coming out with, that's hilarious. Moobot coming out with the rules for the old school Slayton Showdown. The old Brawl Stars tournament, the solo showdown tournament I used to run for Brawl Stars that I turned into an official production for the Brawl Stars YouTube page, or the esports page, that was called the Showdown Throwdown. So there you go. That's really funny though. Full prize breakdown is put somewhere. Let's see. Looking at chat here for a second. Fortnite and other games have bigger rewards than Clash, says Beast Clash Royale. Yeah, they're bigger. I mean, Clash Royale there's a lot of prize money to be won every year from Clash Royale. $1.6 million, almost $1.7 million prize pool for CRL is pretty significant. But like saying I wish I had the same kind of prize pool as Fortnite, which is, you know, has been the most popular game on the planet for a long time. It's like being, hey, people are really into Lil Nas X, but why aren't they into my neighbor who also raps? You know what I mean? So Rick isn't a pro? No. No, he is not. He's a content creator. Have I ever cried because I lost a CR game? No, I have not. I've been pretty frustrated, but I've never cried. That would be a lie. And Clash Royale is pretty big. Oh, what was that? What was that, NATO? Was it just a missed NATO from Haciel and that's it? And he's so far ahead that it doesn't matter? Why are they still playing? Maybe because Rick doesn't realize? Maybe they both don't realize, right? They're just dialed in. You go in then, you play, you try to win. That's what you do. You play to the buzzer. How many matchups are left for today? Not entirely. Let me check. How many more matches today? Hugo said I put a hole in my wall because of CR. Don't do that. Let us kill. Say, how do you feel about Matrix 4 coming out? Cannot wait for the Matrix 4. I saw the original Matrix 3 times in theaters. Wait, whose name is... This is hilarious. I wish that it would work in... Did I miss this person in chat? Hold on. Rich Slayton's sunglasses in chat. Please chat, because that's hilarious. There's an account called Rich Slayton's Sunglasses. Wait, did someone change that? Did you say you would give someone a sub if they changed their name to that? That's hilarious. Yeah, repeating the card almost every time. Yeah, no, it's like that's my... I just don't understand why Betfas... I mean, not why Betfas. Why Rick is... I'm fine with Rick being here, but stop repeating cards, dude. Like, pay attention to what you're doing. Sluggish Crow. I have responded to that many times. I already showed that on stream. Let's see. Where is Rich Slayton Sunglasses? Wow. Big fan. Big fan, Rich. Oh, thank you. That's hilarious. That's great, and I appreciate it tremendously. And now you're a sub. There you go. Oh, that is Zach. Oh, it's your other account. I don't know. I thought you paid someone else to make. I wasn't actually reading. This is amusing. This Twitch chat's doing its own thing. Twitch chat, behave yourselves. Who are you guys, Twitch chat? Who are you guys? Let's see. That name is by far the best, says Little Nimbus. Yes, I'm asking how many matches there are left. Next up is going to be, ooh boy, Anaban versus Pompeyo's up next. Let me just confirm that. Let me just double check, confirm that. Is Anna versus Pomp now? I'm just double checking on that one. Account was created 3 minutes ago. Okay, so that was Zach. I thought Zach, like, I didn't pay attention to chat. I thought maybe someone had been like, he got someone to change their name so that to get a sub, but it is what it is. Where is Asuna or Rakan the best lava players? It's hard to be a one-trick in this tournament. You have to qualify. Like, some of the big names, the big pros are invited, and everyone else qualifies, and if you're a one-trick in dual format, good luck. Rakan's been in these before. I've never seen Asuna in any of these events, but Rakan's been in one of these before. So Betfas versus Haciel is up next. Ooh, okay. So never mind. It is not Anaban versus Pompeo. Oh, boy. Can we cancel that? Can we cancel that? Because I guess we have to wait for one more. Betfas versus Haciel is next. So if we can cancel that prediction. Can I do that? Can we do that? I don't know how predictions work. Can you cancel it? Can we cancel it? Sorry, Twitch. Oh, we can't cancel it. Great. Oh, as soon as name is Dominic. Oh, yeah, I've seen him in a few things. Here we go. Hasiel versus Betfas. And Fire Beezy for Hasiel. Fisherman behind King Tower against the RG. Not sure my feelings there, because now you're going to say, hey, RG, you need... Oh, there you go. Gets the cage down. But... I don't know. Suspect. And that's going to be a nice little elixir advantage here for Hasiel. Lemons was taken, says, yo. Congrats on the lemon situation. Don't know even know what to say about that, to be honest. TBH. You know, I'm going to go ahead and post on Twitter that it's going to be Anaban versus Pompeo up next. And that RG just completely ruined in the middle. Nice play there by Betfas. QUESO Cup at Anaban. Does Anaban, what's Anaban's Twitter? Because I'm putting an at Anaban and he's not coming up. Did he Anaban me? Let's find out. Did Anaban ban me? Did his Twitter get deleted? What's going on? I can't find Anaban on Twitter. All right, RG goes to the left-hand side. If someone can tell me what Anaban's Twitter account is, because I cannot find him on Twitter. I'm wondering if he blocked me. I never talk trash about Anaban. Did I get blocked? That would be hilarious. Should be at Anaban _CR. Huh. Oh, I'm not blocked, but I guess I wasn't following him. Oops. It doesn't show up though when I was swinging. And there you go. Haciel takes game number 1. Sorry, I was distracted there, guys. I'm trying to get the word out that Pompeo and Anaban's about to happen. And I did not get the hammer from Anaban. I guess I wasn't following him, and that meant what is happening here? Twitter. I guess I wasn't following him, and there you go. Let me go here. Craft a little tweetsies. Oh my gosh, my computer is being crazy right now. Starting soon at Anaban. Let's get the word out here for this one. At Anaban _CR, not CT _CR. Oh my god, I can't type. Versus at Pompeo in the QUESO Cup. Watch now. And let's go ahead and put that little, let's put that link-a-dink in there. Sorry guys, this little promotional part's not that exciting, but I want to go ahead and get the word out on this one. Boom. And we'll do a little hashtag Clash Royale. Boom. And tweet that one out. And guys, if you do want to support the stream, you know, I know most of you are probably already subs and you're here watching whatever. A little extra way to support here. Because I know this is a very popular matchup. People want to see this one. So if you go ahead and, if you guys wouldn't mind, if you're here and you want to help out, retweet that bad boy so we can get some little more people here for this big matchup. This will be a fun one. Of course, I think most people who are really excited about that will be in the Espanol stream, but I'm sure people will like to be part of it here. Let's see. CMG Lucas already played last week. Yeah, different region. Not in the NACA region. What's my PC specs? I'm on a Mac, so there you go. On a 2017 Mac desktop. I just got Challenger 2, says Ben Murray. Is that good? I don't even know the names of the... just tell me your trophies, because I don't know the names of the different arenas. I've never, ever in my life paid attention to the arena names. So if anyone's like, I'm in this or in that, I'm like, I don't know, just tell me your trophies. Let's see. Rich, how do you use your headset mic or use an external mic? The headset mic. That's why I'm wearing the headset. I use a broadcaster's mic. I do like it better. So haven't seen much Hog EQ today. Hasiel going with it here in game number 2 against Betfas. It's Brittany asking, what's my favorite Kanye West tweet? Probably something about leather jogging pants is my guess. I'm old school like that, you know? I like early Kanye getting angry and crazy. Not the late, not the current, more like, you know, preachy one. Haciel with the lead at this stage. A pretty significant one here. No building does make things difficult for Betfas. No building. Mega Knight's the best counter for Hog. It's not a great one. It's because you have to spend it so much. Have to spend so much for it. And even Fisherman's actually, if you nail it, Fisherman can be an okay counter to Hog. Just got nothing. What's my PB? 6606 for those of you who are curious, as it was asked in the Twitch chat. Mega Knight to the right-hand side, Musketeer in reply. The High Vault going to get a lot of damage on it. And that's going to be Bomb Tower down. Great skeletons there by Haciel. But this might be too much here. Bomb Tower trying to control, but that Prince going to get on tower. with some minion damage as well. So Haciel had a massive lead that all just gets ruined right there. Man, the Prince just wouldn't go down. And now the Mega Knight, ooh, that's a nice play here from Haciel. The Mega Knight goes to stop the Valk and the Musketeer up top, and he sneaks the Hog Rider through on the back end. Miner goes all the way around the back. Wall breakers behind the Muskie. Valk trying to stop the wall breakers. Don't know if it's going to work, and it does, but Miner's going crazy in the back. Snowball to stop the Miner. 119 left. That's going to be 2 shots, though. Musketeer stops that. Valk trying to get through. Not going to happen. 71 HP. It's Miner and Zap for Betfas here. Hog going to get stopped by the Mega Knight. EQ in. Haciel has to cycle like crazy right now and catch this one Miner. Do you catch the Miner? Skelly's in. No! The Zap from Betfas gets him on the tower. Nice Zap. He was ready for the skeletons. And that's a GG well played. Game number 3 coming your way soon. Hoo-wee. Hoo-wee. There we go. That was fun. Let me go ahead. I accidentally closed that. Let's see. Looking at the Twitch chat for a moment. What's a good deck to get out of mid-ladder? Whatever you're best with and have the most leveled. There you go. Do I like frozen cheese with frozen ketchup? What? Let's see. Okay, Twitch is going nutty. Let's go to YouTube. Let's see. Fizzicannon tilted from 65.94. Oh, brutal. I'm 5.1K right now. Everyone's climbing so difficult. Tropic saying everyone's overleveled. I am of the belief that there is no such thing as overleveled. But I understand your feeling. Can you update the standings? Ashwin, they'll be on screen during our next match. Or during the next game. Let's see. Brittany is a very jealous not lover here. Rich really cheating us with another platform. Can't believe it. Shaking my head. In fact, actually, Brittany, this is the. I got really bad news for you, Brittany. I'm cheating on the other platform with you guys. That's the reality here. YouTube is the main, and Twitch. No offense, Twitch, but you're the side piece here. Sorry. Let's see. Tropic stands hard killing the max level leader with level 9 to 10 troops. So then level your troops up. There you go. Solve that problem. Know what I mean? Let's see. Little Nimbus can't break 56k with 5.6k with level 11 King Tower and cards. Yeah. Did that set end? No, we're going to game 3, Madi, in just a minute. We're going to game 3, which I'm excited about. And then, guys, those of you who are just joining us, whether you're on YouTube or on Twitch, we're getting ready for Anaban versus Pompeo up next. Going to be a whole lot of fun, Anaban and Pompeo. Let's see. Oh, did I even get the tweet off? Did I forget to tweet it? Let's take a look. Oh, here we go. Game number 3. And that's done poorly. Oh, okay. I'm just going to go ahead and remove. And let's go back to our gameplay here. Kaiser Soze, I thought we had something special. Yeah, I know what you mean. Josh Varden asking how Slayton Jr. doing. Very great. And Hasiel going Wolverine freeze in game 3. Is he going with the Electro Dragon now that he knows that the Lightning's no longer available? That's the question of the day, folks. The question of the day. And he is. So let's see how this performs. Let's see. No Lightning. Fireball won't kill it on its own. That was a weird little glitch on the stream there. I don't think I saw that. Graveyard to the left-hand lane. Hunter not taking... Ooh, that's a cheeky little NATO play there. Did I play CR before the casting over for CRL? Yeah, I've played since Global. As soon as it came out, I switched from Clash of Clans to Clash Royale. I was a casual before CRL. I had never watched a single YouTuber or watched any competitive before CRL. I was a professional broadcaster, but I played the game since launch, and then I worked really hard to improve as fast as I could, and here we are. Opinions on Logbait, asks Ben Murray. I've never really played it, and I hate playing against it. There you go. It's a nice pull there from Haciel to stop the tank from getting out there for the graveyard. Haciel having to play some fancy moves here. Opinions on P.E.K.K.A. bridge spam. Really fun. I gained a new appreciation for it after making a in-depth video with Jack CR about it. I went through a P.E.K.K.A. bridge spam phase. Fireball does not get the Electro Dragon. And full Lumberloon push on the right-hand side for Haciel. Mortar does pull, and that's always such a moment there when you see that balloon take that weird turn. Freeze in, and does it get the... Oh my gosh, he... Oh, ho, 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 ho. It looked for a second like Haciel might get the Hunter off, and the Rage would help out the Loon. Doesn't happen. And this is a lot of damage in from the graveyard. You know, you see both these troops and you go, hey, there's Splash and multi-target. This should be fine, but they're both so slow. The graveyard can really go to work on that right-hand lane, and the cheeky freeze fails from Haciel. Haciel trying to get real fancy here, and you have to at this deck sometimes. But right now, the fancy moves are not paying off. It's one thing about freeze, right? You either, like, with freeze, you either pull off the greatest freeze ever, or you miss it by like a half second, and it's the worst thing you ever did. That's good value for the Inferno to get the burn on the Knight as well. And a solid Fireball from Betfas to force the Electro Dragon into... Ooh! And that Barb Barrel. Will it do it? Is a freeze going to get down for Haciel in time? No, it's not. And that's, again, another time here where Haciel tries to find a way through with the freeze, but just a half step off. Final 30 seconds. Loon to the right, Electro Dragon to the left. Hunter is just going to ruin that Loon. And this has just gone all sideways for Haciel. Bad situation, top to bottom. GG, well played. Betfas takes the win. GG, well played. Man, Haciel seemed like he had it for a minute, but those freezes were rough. Those freezes were McGruff the Crime Dog. Is there any more Bag playing? Yeah, we'll be seeing Bag, I believe, for one match today. And let me just confirm here. It's supposed to be Anaban versus Bag versus Pompeo. I'm going to go ahead and confirm that right now. Give me just a minute. And guys, during Anaban versus Pompeo, I'm probably going to cut this one for YouTube for content later. So I'm going to take this one pretty seriously. You know what I mean? This one should be a pretty big one. And one Heisenberg saying Anaban versus Pompeo now should be fun. Anaban's win trade cost Pompeo extra points in the ladder, and then he finished 25th. So there's some blood there for sure. I'll probably mention that when we actually get started. I'm gonna be repeating myself a few times. You're gonna really try to make this one good for when I repost it on YouTube, because it's you gotta with Anaban Pompeo, you gotta. You know what I mean? Man Rose saying, Rich, I missed you. Oh, thank you very much. Missed you too. It's been so long. Gonna be intense. All right, so it's gonna be Anaban versus Pompeo, and then Sergio versus Anaban, then Rick versus Bag, and then Pompeo versus Diego. What a final run to end the day, huh? Ooh, that's gonna be a good run. I'm pumped. I hope you are too, guys. Right here. By the way, I haven't said it much because we're not in game today. It's most people who are already here. But if you haven't subscribed yet, subscribe to my channel. I mean, on Twitch, follow, whatever. But would really love for you guys to subscribe to the YouTube channel. I think we probably passed 33,000 today, which is pretty cool. I haven't checked, actually. I was a few away earlier today, and I hadn't actually checked to see if we were there yet. Yeah, 33,011. So making that push to 40, and then the goal's 50 by the end of the year. Let's go. Let's see what happens. And here we go. Pompeo versus Anaban. The Bad Blood matchup. And for those of you who don't know, who are watching at home, Anaban did some shady ladder maneuvers that ended up costing Pompeo a top 24 spot in the CRL standings, meaning he has to use the last chance qualifier to make it to CRL World Finals. So certainly some bad blood between these two. Pompeo would love to get some revenge against Anaban here, who, of course, opens up with Lava. Not exactly first play, but come on, just about. And Fireball to the Zappies means Lava Hound going to run wild on the right-hand side. Poison from Pompeo in counter. Going to take a little damage from these Lava Pups because the poison dies a half step early. You do have to wonder about Pompeo's mentality in this matchup. Does have the big advantage, though, on the bottom right-hand tower with 851 already. So Pompeo in the lead as we go past the first minute 15 of gameplay. Two teammates at Chivas. But I think that all that love is certainly lost by now. A little clear out Electro Spirit from Pompeo there at the bridge. Lava Hound slowly making its way down the right-hand side, and we'll see if Anaban can find his way past the Flying Machine and the Poison together. Loon in, and the Pig's there to try to distract the minions, and they don't quite do it. That's going to be a lot, and that's going to be towered down, I believe, on the right-hand side. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. The Pigs were hoping to pull there, and just ill-conceived and ill-timed there from Pompeo. Both towers down to under 1,000 HP on Anaban's side, so Pompeo certainly not out of it yet. But the hard part here is he has to really spend, and Anaban knows it. Anaban is currently with Tribe Gaming, but as you can see from the jerseys, these two guys weren't just teammates, but we're spending time together back in CRL 2020 when Chivas was rounding up the whole crew. And look at that. Pompeo back in it. Final 20 seconds. And Anaban just trying to push as hard as humanly possible. That Loon making a beeline for the tower. Pompeo has no way to stop it here. Going to take one shot. Does he take the second shot? And the E-Spirit does stop it just in time. 309 to 701. Pompeo in a lot of trouble, wants to cycle back to those Pigs as fast as he can. 137. I don't know if Pompeo can do enough fast enough here. Goes Barb Barrel in the middle and is trying to find some way to get past. But I think Fireball should be there in plenty of time. That's going to be a GG. A very, very interesting back and forth matchup, and Pompeo cannot believe it. Anaban, sneaky, sneaky, taking game number 1 in this matchup. Ooh, boy. That was a rough one for Pompeo. And like I said before, you got to wonder what his mentality is. You know, he really wants the win here against Anaban. He really wants, like, it matters to him to go ahead and get the revenge here against his former teammate. But man, that sort of emotion can work against you, and looks like it might have done so here for Anaban. So, man, a whole lot of difficulty there. Let's see. Hoa-Hun saying, you said Clash doesn't have trash talk environment. Would classify Anaban as a slight villain for his done throughout his career. Yeah, Anaban's certainly the heel in all this one. Let's go ahead and jump in, wasting no time. Game number 2. And it's Ram Rider for Pompeo, or for Anaban. Pompeo looking like minor wall breakers. And easy read here for Pompeo to go miner inside early on. P.E.K.K.A in response to that miner. And a little mini kite from the wall breakers. Did he run away? But then spears inside to control. This is good control stuff. You know, from Pompeo's side of it, I think I like the P.E.K.K.A matchup better than the Mega Knight matchup when you're up against Ram Rider here. And what a King Tower activation from Anaban. Nice play there against the Magic Archer. You know, you've seen the NATO into the Troop one played often. Snowball now recently buffed, and that was clean out of Anaban. That King Tower activation going to make this one real difficult for Pompeo. Miner now going to do a lot less. Anaban can afford to ignore it on occasion. Wall breakers, though, are the real issue. Now there's going to be at least a few wall breakers that would have hit that don't, and Pompeo misses the bandit pickup. Oh, no. Everything going wrong for Pompeo right now. You know, this is why teams like QUESO and Space Station brought in sports psychologists to help prepare their players for the mental stress of high-level gameplay. I can't say for sure that that's the reason why Pompeo's kind of getting caught out here, but you can't say it's not a factor. And things go from bad to worse with the Lightning. Pompeo just cannot put together the defense he wants, can't get on offense, does have the slight elixir advantage here. Miner goes to the safe spot. Ewiz Baby Dragon high. Magic Archer does get the geometry. But now there's way too much on the board. No leapfrog for the bandit picked up by the knight, but doesn't matter. Ewiz unresponded to on the right-hand lane, and that's going to be 11:38 remaining on Pompeo's right-hand tower. And things do not improve for him in the late game in this matchup. Trying to hold on right now, and down the Ram Rider connects. 480 to 13-13. Pompeo trying to cycle the best he can to get these minor wall breakers on, and just can't make it happen. Anaban has just been one step ahead in this one. Cycle has been perfect. He's had to cycle exactly how he wanted. And that was a nice little lightning from Anaban to prevent the lineup. You saw what Pompeo was going for there with the miner to the safe spot, and then Magic Archer hoping to catch the bandit lined up for tower damage, and just couldn't do it. And now Anaban's not even worried about that left-hand tower, knows he has that lead, just wants to not give up the lead on the right-hand side. Bandit comes down, but Miner does get some chip damage on tower. And look at that. Ewiz, Baby Dragon, and P.E.K.K.A on the right-hand lane. Ewiz now making both lanes a danger. Lightning comes in, 160 remains. And now the Miner has to come out on defense for Pompeo because he has no other options here. Ram Rider down. Going to have to go high with the bomb tower. And Pompeo doesn't have any options. This Lightning going to be in just a moment, and that's going to beat everything out. Can he go for a block here? I don't think he has the right... I don't think that has the right numbers for a lightning block. 112 remaining, snowball cycling. 497 on the right-hand side. Spears high. 112. Lightning comes in. GG. Well played. Anaban takes the 2-0 against Pompeo. That was a tough one for Pompeo. Anaban just locked it down the whole way through. Put the shackles on and threw away the key. And as we say, G to the G, well to the played. Wow. All right. Well, I'll cut that for YouTube. Is that worth putting on YouTube? I don't know now. That was such a crazy one. It's like people will watch it because it's Anaban versus Pompeo. I don't know if it's worth putting on though. Man, Anaban just that was dominant. We'll see. You think that's worth? You think that's worth clipping out? The Anaban versus Pompeo matchup, maybe. I'll have to find one more game to put in there so it doesn't spoil it to people who haven't watched it before. Oh snap! CR is live. Hi Rich. Hi. Hey Crom. How are you? Next up is gonna be Rick versus Bag. YoSoyRick versus Bag coming up next. Hey, let's go. We're gonna have Bag. We haven't seen Bag today. Very excited to have some Bag gameplay today. Flawless play from Anaban, says Claudio Jenkins. Yeah, next up is Rick versus Bag. Everyone, YoSoyRick versus Bag. Should be fun. I would clip it. Why not? Yeah, okay. 2 one-sided, says Dawood. Yeah, that's one of those. That's one of the reasons why. It's like it's. I don't know. I have to like go back and watch it and say, do I think that Anaban's gameplay is worth putting up, or is like Pompeo's struggle not make it worth it? Right. So I always like do it as best of Clash Royale. That's the way I post the individual BO3s. We'll see. Anaban's King Tower activation make good YouTube shorts. Oh, that's a good point from Yash Varden. Anaban's King Tower activation. I should go ahead and I might go ahead and do that and clip that one out. If someone on Twitch can go and I don't know if someone on Twitch clipped that King Tower activation. Did anyone clip that on Twitch? Because I didn't. I was casting. But if you did, let me know because oh yeah, I'll go ahead and take that. Marty said that match was insane. For sure, put it up. Okay. I don't know. I don't know what's happening on Twitch chat. Twitch chat is Twitch chat. You've been like YouTube chat today. If you guys have flip flopped your chattiness today. What you've been like. Let's see. I think the Anaban I'll play at Pompeo. There was some mistakes with his Clash Masterclass. Yeah, maybe. But that snowball play is worth putting up as a short. That was pretty cool. Might put that on. I don't do a lot of TikTok. I had like a couple that did pretty well. I did have one that did like 500,000 or something, but I don't do a lot of TikTok. Maybe put that one on TikTok. Who knows? We'll see. We will see. Man, waiting for this Bag. So we have 2 more matches left, guys. We have Rick versus Bag and then Pompeo versus Diego, and I believe that's the end. Let me just go ahead and confirm that one. I think that's the last 2 matches. YouTube chat is better, says Scott Wharton. Yeah, well, so here's what I mean is usually YouTube is what I always host in game when we have Clash Royale send people to the app, send people here. So usually YouTube chat is wilding out, and then Twitch chat is more chill. But sometimes every once in a while Twitch chat gets like really the sparks fly in Twitch chat, and YouTube chat is the chill one. So there you go. Let's go ahead and jump in. Oh, we're on an Anaban versus. You know what? I had the wrong one. It's Anaban versus Sergio Ramos. Anaban versus Sergio Ramos. That's not... Oh, I misread all that. It's Anaban versus Sergio Ramos. So there we go. My bad. So more former teammates. As you can see, Sergio Ramos currently in the top 6. Anaban right behind him. A win here would make them both, would make Sergio Ramos 6-5 and Anaban 6-4. So a win here for Anaban would put him in the top 6. A win for Sergio Ramos would be a big step towards securing top 6. And right now for Sergio, a nice little advantage as he sits back for a moment. And there you mind. I thought he was sitting back, but instead goes aggressive with the RG at the bridge. Fireball in. The defensive freeze is going to be very important to be used correctly here by Anaban. And, you know, putting freeze and NATO in Anaban's hand, this is one of those ones where this is where you want to sit back and watch Anaban to see what he does here. Because Anaban is one of the best in the world with both of these cards, especially freeze. He is top tier with freeze. Could he get in trouble? Maybe. Could he make a mistake? Sure. But he's certainly good with it. Let's see. Graveyard. No, I was looking at the Twitch chat for a second. Classic Splash Yard? No. Interesting, though. Graveyard freeze, not Loon freeze. That's a good Inferno Dragon from Anaban. I don't think he does a cheeky freeze on the right because of the RG. I thought he might until the RG came out, but good pressure from Sergio Ramos to not give an opportunity for that to happen, and now comes the defensive freeze. You know what, I think Madi needs some help. That's what I think. And I want to get that clip in there, so here we go. Boom. RG on the left-hand side, going ham. 7:02 remaining. This one might be the defensive freeze here against the GY, and there you go. Mother Witch gets caught. Skelly's going wild. Man, having Mother Witch against GY and being in trouble is rough. Mother Witch against GY, and they don't have Fireball. Pressure in from Anaban. Oh, and the freeze misses the Mother Witch here. This is a nice opportunity for Sergio Ramos. The bowler's going to shut down the pigs, but this is going to give a lot of momentum towards Sergio. Valk trying to shut all this down. Defensive freeze comes in, but now just look at Sergio Ramos. Spam like crazy. Can he get past the stacked defense, the NATO? We'll see another freeze here, most likely. Doesn't matter, doesn't work. Sergio Ramos takes game number 1. Well played by Anaban, but just couldn't hang on there at the end. Let me go ahead and save that clip. Thank you very much for clipping that there, Martique. Who, by the way, I did just mod you, so that also might be why it worked. But there we go. Thank you for the clip. I'm gonna go ahead and download that one. Very nice King Tower Division by Anaban. And there we go. Cool. Got that one downloaded. How did Anaban almost win that turbo matchup? Basically a hard counter. Yeah, because Anaban is amazing with freeze. That's it, dude. Anaban's amazing with freeze. I told you guys he is. He missed he missed one Mother Witch. If he didn't miss that last Mother Witch, he wins. That's the reality there, right? Or he 95% chance wins if he doesn't miss that last Mother Witch, but he did. But he's brilliant with freeze and great with NATO. So that's why he almost won that one. Let's see. I'm definitely reaching the end. I'm reaching the end of my energy on this one today. Physic Cannon saying that's a match worth putting on YouTube in my opinion. The Sergio Ramos Anaban one. It depends on how game 3 and game 2 and game 3 go. Maybe. We will see. But yeah, it certainly has some value there. Give me 1 second, guys. Let's looking at something for work. Okay. All right. Well, I gotta look at that later. Fun. Stream over. No. We have the rest of this match, then 2 more matches after this one. So we have the rest of Sergio Ramos versus Anaban, then Rick versus Bag, then Pompeo versus Diego. Just saying that my energy level is low. And we'll be back in tomorrow morning with some more APAC. Here we go. Game number 2, Sergio Ramos with a great comeback and the advantage. Anaban going lava. And minor loon for Anaban, or for Sergio Ramos, which I remember him playing this a bit in the past. I think I saw him play it in CRL a couple of times. Doesn't take the tower, but gets a nice connection on the right-hand lane. Muskie stays alive for a while, but this is going to be interesting. Snowball not quite back in cycle yet, so that's going to be a big-time connection. And a rough one there that turns out massively in Anaban's favor. Just interesting seeing. Oh wow! Didn't get the loon. Interesting seeing Sergio Ramos go so like old school with this variant. I guess goblins make it a little bit more updated. But minor Musk Loon with double small spell. Against a very old school variant of Lava Loon. The Stab Gobs is the really interesting wrinkle in this one after a recent minor change. Oh, interesting. YoSoyRick and Bag are playing off stream. So we're not going to. So the last match after Sergio and Anaban would be Pompeo versus Diego. Sorry, folks. So Sergio Ramos should be able to get this tower. Oh, look at that. Early cycled guards. Nice early cycle on the guards there. And just as a note, guys, the timing with Bag is so difficult because he has school. So these Wednesday events, he's in California. They end a little bit early. And that's going to be a GG well played. Anaban ties things up. All right, going to a game 3. And then our last match is going to be Pompeo versus Diego. That'll be a fun one to wrap up with. But yes, people talking about my energy level, right? Someone get Rich a sandwich? Yeah, please. Get some cold brew. I've already had too much coffee today. So, you know. The shades helping your eyes staring at the screen. Yes, they do. More with the lights, like the big bright lights all day. Let's see. Oh, just 1 second. Better matchup there, yes, for sure. Anaban better clutch up, says Danny Ramos. Yeah, we'll see. Svarden saying Lava's top 3 deck in this meta. Thoughts? Is Lava top 3 deck in this meta? What do you guys think? I hate this piece of hair right here. This piece of hair needs to go. It's so, look at this thing. It's so long. I need a haircut so bad. But it like curls, and it annoys the heck out of me. I'm not a curl hair guy. This is not this thing right here. I just want to be very on record, not intentional. If you ever see this thing happening, wildly unintentional. I watched from Japan. Oh, cool! Welcome. Glad to have you. Hopefully, I'll see you tomorrow when we do APAC. Very early. Oh, it's gonna be so early for APAC. David saying Lava's doing well this meta. Okay. Anaban Vigilante saying lava just always finds its way into the meta. I don't think it's meta, just finds its way. Yeah, maybe. Getting a little blood flow in my legs here. You can see the camera. Sorry, I'm making the camera shake so much. Let me do it without my hands on the desk. There we go. There we are. All right. So game number 3, deck predictions. Let's see what's that. I don't know. Says could be bridge spam on both sides. Interesting choice here. Tony Jassin, I'm watching Lebanon. It's 2 a.m. here with no electricity. Then how are you watching? Just like on Signal from your phone? Crazy. Well, thanks for being here, man. Never realized Rich is ginger. When I cut my hair's going to be so much blonder. This long hair for some reason, too. But, you know, oh, look at that. Look at that. That's way more blonde. Is it reflecting off something? It is, like, uniquely red in here. Maybe it's my blue and purple lights. The lights that give all the flavor here. I mean, that's what it is. Because if I get in closer, look at that. See, you can see where, like, the light changes. And my hair is more blonde. Let's see. Watching from Texas, says C. Davis. Same here. That's crazy. We're both watching from Texas. That's pretty nutty. Too much elixir for, let's see. Lava's good right now because of the guards buff and Tesla nerf. Yeah, any giant nerf. Yep. Agreed. And here we go. Game number 3. Sergio Ramos and Anaban. Corbin Dudley watching from New Zealand. Let's go. Ogrim asking, hey, I'm Arena 6. Where can I find good decks with a strat to push forward? Check out Cashman's YouTube page. KASH Man's YouTube page. Cashman, his YouTube has great stuff for newer players. So looking kind of spammy for Anaban so far, and people talked about Night Witch being dead. Night Witch is still viable in Graveyard, and we're seeing that right here. Bats in, Magic Archer to clean up. But still a huge lead opened up by Sergio. Why do pros almost never play Expo, says G Dawn. Because it's not very strong right now, and it's easy. Most of the meta shuts it down pretty nasty. The Expo rework really made it much harder to play. And also, most pros didn't play Expo in competitive anyway, because just like 2.6, it's really easy to, like, most pros are really good at countering it, playing against it. So fast start here for Sergio Ramos, and to answer Danny Ramos' question, yes, it is dual format. Was my English correct? I was studying English in junior high school. You would have said, I'm watching from Japan, not from Japanese, if you want to correct your English there. We would say Japan as the country and Japanese as the language. Much like Spain as a country and Spanish as the language. So MK Ram Rider for Anaban. MKGY for Sergio Ramos. Both the guys preparing to be up against Pigs, maybe, with these final game deck choices, and both of them having already played Fireball. Bomb Tower having already been played by. So if you look at all this is actually how much Royal Hogs affect the meta. Look at the decks on board right now. Sergio Ramos played Valk Bowler, then played Fireball Tombstone, plus guards on top of that. Actually, very important to note there as well. Sergio Ramos played Fireball Log, then played Snowball Bomb Tower. And now here we are in Game 3, and they're both playing Mega Knight. This is all because Royal Hogs are so crazy powerful right now. So they both had to be prepared to go against it. Ram Rider does connect, but not charged. 16, no, oh boy, Anaban just stepping all over that right-hand side. GG, well played, takes the dub here in game number 3. GG, well played, Anaban. But, man, you want to talk about how much dual mode affects building your decks overall? Both of these guys made sure they had a Royal Hogs counter in every single deck. And just so you know, off stream, Bag beats YoSoyRick 2-0. So there you go. Bag beats YoSoyRick off stream 2-0, so good work for Bag. And now it's time for our final match of the day here in a moment, Pompeo versus DiegoE. So final match, Pompeo, DiegoE. Let's get predictions going for that one pretty soon here. And then we'll be it'll be done and on with our day. Let's see. Still win. Let's see. High IQ play there. Yep, absolutely. Looking at some of the chat here from it. Bag is goated, says Danny Ramos. Wish we'd seen it, but didn't work for this one. Who won this one? That was Anaban, Marty. LOL. Anaban won the one we just finished, and now it's time for DiegoE versus Pompeo, and here we go. Let's jump right into it. My English pronunciation is beautiful. Oh, well, thank you very much. It is my first language, so you'd hope. All right, last one of the day, DiegoE and Pompeo. Current standings on the right-hand side. Airsurfer, #1 on our standings, 9-1. Bag moves to 9-2. So the Americans both looking like they're on a break on through to the other side. Haciel at 8-3. And then Magma, Anaban, and Sergio Ramos all rounding out the current qualifier spots. Pompeo, after that earlier loss to Anaban, dropped a bit, but has a chance to keep threatening with a win over DiegoE here. And this one, Pompeo and DiegoE, could have big implications for those top 6. Remember, one more day of North American, Central American action on Friday. So we are not done. This is not the last day of group stage play, but top 6 do move on to the next round. And DiegoE and Pompeo, both certainly in the mix right now, and whoever wins here will have a very important advantage going into our final day. And as you'll see, Qasim at 1-10. Bad news, just could not get home for the matchup. So 2-0s to Sergio and Magma. Free wins to both of them today. Clash Ice saying, watching from Japan. Very cool. G Dawn saying, can you please name 5 S-tier players at the moment? Yeah, Mo, Lucas, Sandbox. Man, Hire's looking like he might be. Mo, Lucas, Sandbox. Samuel's probably S-tier. And then you're kind of making a choice, right? Like, Viper's having a great year. Ruben's year's been quiet, but he's still top 6 in standings. Morton's kind of teetering back and forth between S and A tier right now. Very, very close both directions. Mrs. Slayton coming through with, ooh, salad and apples. Let's go. Graveyard into the left-hand lane. Oh, it was last match. I was like, wait, did he already play Graveyard? It was last match. Oof. My brain almost broke there for a second. Ram Rider full-on connection. And now DiegoE just laying it down. Mega Knight, E-Wiz. I think that's a bandit in there. I can't actually see behind the countdown, even with it being transparent, can't really see. 11:54 to 17:59 in sudden death overtime. Graveyard in, and right now DiegoE just stacking everything he can on defense. But the offensive poison, very nice here with the Baby Dragon. The slow means some extra damage, and that's the lead back for Pompeo. 90 seconds left. This is a very classic look at Splash Yard from Pompeo. Bomb Tower, of course, instead of Tombstone. Ram Rider goes right with the Bomb Tower over in the left. Knight with the NATO should be enough to control nicely, and picks up the connection with the Ram Rider on the Bomb Tower. So well read there. 1098 on that bottom right-hand corner, but the poison will extend the lead for Pompeo at the moment. It's been the dual lane work from DiegoE, but of course Pompeo can switch lanes pretty easily with Graveyard. Now that we're in triple, this does feel like Pompeo's ability to cycle should be big here. Bandit down. Does he control the Bandit? NATO has to come out for the Bandit control. 2 Mega Knights on the board. And Ram Rider's way far away here. I don't know what he does about this Ram Rider. And that's going to be a connection. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. Huge connection for DiegoE. And now it has to be a Graveyard play from Pompeo. Barb Barrel in, doesn't get the tankage, though. And Poison in on the right-hand side. That's not going to work on the left-hand lane. Pompeo going to take the L here in game number 1. DiegoE just snuck through on that right-hand side. Maybe a bit of a panicky bomb tower play from Pompeo. And that's a big game 1 win here for DiegoE. Rough one there for Pompeo. Bob of Borg asking, did YoSoyRick repeat E-Spirit? Yeah, I don't know. We didn't see it was off stream. But you have to assume that he did, right? You have to say, probably. That's what I would go with. Let's see. Anon Vigilante saying, Adriel this last weekend was absolutely insane. I want to see more of him kick Lucas out. Yeah, Adriel's definitely talented. Adriel is talented, and who else was who was the other rookie in CRL this weekend? Arden Toas. I think Arden and Adriel are 2 examples of guys who I think have very high upsides for CRL in 2022. They've both been doing really well outside of CRL, and are both guys that I'm excited to see in 2022. So a lot of young talent that will get us some big opportunities. As you know, I'm curious to see how many veteran players. A lot of people have said this is their last run through CRL this season, and as they move out, that makes opportunities for other guys to move up. So curious about that as well. Like how many veterans retire and make room for young guys like Arden and Adriel to move up. Should be interesting to watch. Hello from Romania, says Soren. Hello back to Romania. Hello from Sweden, says G-Don. Hello to Sweden. Let's see. Where's Diego B? He retired. Let's see. Anaban never loses. It's happened. USA number 1 and number 2, says 16K. We will have standings back up in a minute. The standings will be during gameplay. Scott Grove says Pompeo was retiring, so there's one. In Latvia right now, it's 2 at night or 2 in the morning. You know what I mean? Night Expo. Very cool. I'm waiting for game number 2 here, and here we are. Pompeo needs to win 2 in a row. Can he start right now with 1? So RG for Pompeo. And Fireball for the Mother Witch. It's a good Fireball for Pompeo, though. With the support from behind in the Mega Minion, that's a great Fireball. He's going to be low on Elixir, though. And can he stop this Loon? Mega Minion out of cycle. Fishboy Skeletons. But that Loon's is a nuisance. Oh, boy. I said good Fireball, but might have just been overcommitment. And boom. Wow. So that's something. Here's a lesson that harkens back all the way to Surgical Goblin's great run in 2017. On either side of the board, a play can look really great if you spend all your Elixir. But of course, then you run into trouble. And this is fun. Yeah, I've seen now a couple comments about this one. Is DiegoE playing the Pompeo deck against Pompeo. Good skellies there. Zap takes them off. DiegoE with some spice today. And the opposite side cage. Oh boy, throw in the towel. Pompeo's gonna play this out, but if he fireballed King Tower right now, I wouldn't even hold it against him. What a brutal, brutal, brutal situation. Cage to hold. Ice Golem to distract. Just gonna he's not even worried. Like, he's not trying to get Inferno Dragon down. That's a smart call by DiegoE. Look at that. Went for control rather than to burn it off with the ice with the Inferno Dragon. That was a smart play by that was the right way to play that by Diego. If he went Inferno Dragon, that could have gotten flipped on him. Instead, just went for control, DPS'd it down, and well played, Diego, to Pompeo. There you go. Well played, GG, DiegoE with the big win here. So let's see if we're going to get final standings before we head off for the day. I think we'll get them here in a minute. And there we go. Final standings on the day. Again, NA is back again on Friday. I'll not be casting NA on Friday, but NA is back on Friday. Airsurfer currently in number 1, final right behind Bag. Hasiel at number 3. Magma, Anaban, and Sergio Ramos currently in the top 6 spots, so they would qualify for the regional playoff if these hold. But DiegoE and Betfas both right behind them, and that's going to be a lot to be decided there on that Friday. Pompeo at 5 and 6, not out. Would need some things to bounce his way on Friday to make it in. Boss, I don't know if he's officially eliminated at this point, but going to be very hard for him to claw back in. And I believe that Corius, Rick are both out. Flash and Qasim for sure. And there you go. That's the GG on the day. Folks, it's been a whole lot of fun. It's been a long stream, and I'm back again tomorrow morning, very, very early for APAC. You guys can log that win for Diego there on Twitch. If you're on Twitch, stick around. We're going to go find someone cool to host. If you're on YouTube, thanks for being here again. Again, back tomorrow at 6 a.m. Pacific, or 4 a.m. Pacific time, 7 a.m. Eastern time for the APAC Day 5. So we'll see you back here tomorrow on YouTube. As always, be excellent to each other. Peace. All right, hold on, Twitch. And there we go. YouTube stream is done.